Welcome to Channel Devonity, the only show where a bunch of less than desirables play Dungeons and Dragons and drink copious amounts of cider. It was a bit more like piratey and farmer, but it works. It works. I like it.
Pirates not drink cider?
Pirates drink rum.
Look, I'm not.
It's written in books, damn it.
I've read it in books.
Thanks for joining us, and this is the show where we play Dungeons and Dragons and we all have therapy, so I'm very happy about that. Shall we? It was going so well.
It was so good.
Yeah. So, let's play Dungeons and Dragons. Let's play Channel Devonity. Welcome back to Channel Devonity. Welcome back.
So, does anyone actually remember what the fuck's going on?
Yes,
It's been like a year.
What a vague idea.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, that just generally what happened.
We finally got a win.
We won D&D.
Yeah, we got a win.
Yeah,
We killed someone that is just unholy powerful who decided to melt most of my face off. And his troll friend.
And his troll Sandy friend.
Yeah, you've heard they won D&D, so don't. End of show. See you.
Done.
Well, see you next season.
On to therapy. My monster.
Speed runs go. I think it was alright to speed run.
Speedrun therapy.
Speedrun therapy.
Go! Crush it down inside you. Don't tell anyone about it. Push the feelings down.
Something down.
Oh dear.
We found the bad kobold. I can't remember his name.
The Batman.
Krishna.
Good, because I didn't either. That's really good.
No.
Oh, it's good to see someone who cares.
So found him. He then chugged an invisibility spell.
Yes.
So we were Jono was being clever and was like, "I'll cast silence so you won't hear us coming," but then it sort of didn't pay off because they just disappeared into the silence as well. So we were like,
So that was actually good for him.
yeah,
Oh, damn.
We sort of forgot the whole potion theme that was going on through this play.
Turns out he doesn't actually have any other magic. He just uses potions.
Yes.
It's just a potion.
But then, Moss was a squirrel,
Yes.
You got
which ended
polymorph.
up being very helpful because he used his
Tactical
squirrely
squirrel.
awesomeness to put himself on
And rodeo him,
Bounty's
basically,
head.
yeah.
Yeah, rodeo him so we could
Enough
see
that
where
I
he
could
was.
basically command him to get the fuck down and stay down.
Yeah.
To which then our goblin friend turned back into a goblin and stabbed him in the fucking head.
Yes.
Yeah.
I almost died again.
I mean, that is a general theme of each episode.
Seems to the point where
I nearly joined you when we decided to stand. Hey, look, he's throwing stuff out everywhere. We'll just stand here together.
Yeah.
Not totally be in a massive AoE area that could possibly go wrong.
And as we both melted.
Oh no, acid.
I think I hit the troll with one guiding bolt, and that was about the only useful thing that I did.
Well, no, 'cause
except
you
get
basically-
attacked by the troll.
You were a massive distraction for the troll,
Yeah.
so we could
Who was
deal
just
with the
kind of
other stuff.
flailing at it and hitting
Yeah.
nothing.
I spent the entire session being completely useless and not hitting the troll with the thing that turned out to be its weakness that would have turned off its health regen.
Yeah.
Instead opting for psychic attacks which did nothing because apparently it was really smart.
It wasn't. I just had some really good dice rolls.
I spent the entire session reloading just reloading everything all the
Being like, oh
time.
my god.
And then I decided, well, I might as well just use the moonbeam it to death. Then that works.
Yeah, that was cool.
And the
And then
only
you
thing-
remembered you had an orbital cannon.
and the only thing I could do is shift it a little bit so then we can reapply Moonbeam. So yeah, after that very hard fought
Yeah.
battle,
Lessons learned.
we managed to turn the candle back on.
Finally!
Yeah. Finally, we got some light again.
Got the water back on. Filled up.
It just sounds like we've been out of our house for like 2 weeks.
Basically, what had happened, you don't stop paying your bills. You've been cut
Kind of
off
like
from
going out on the
water
toilet. We'd have to go restart it.
We just got cut off. Then we managed to put some water in our favourite fresh amigo.
Jackson's got some fresh water.
Yeah.
Pleased about that.
Yeah.
So that's a win within
Oh,
itself.
we know that there's that scroll in that place that can bring
Yes.
people back from the dead.
One person.
One person, we know.
Decided
it's
to be nice and not steal it.
there. Yeah.
Thank whatever deity looks after it.
Diathos.
Diathos.
I got some chalk.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was
You
badass.
did. You got your- Now you can draw pretty pictures.
Yeah.
And you got a bib.
To make you safe.
Oh yeah, I got a bit of protection. with an accompanying mysterious mustard step.
So then we managed to find our lion amigo, tell him that it was all square.
Do you remember the name of a lion amigo?
Leonis. Leonis.
Good, good. Let me write that down.
And do you remember the country we're in?
And do you remember the name of every other person who was there as well?
Has anyone seen the notes I wrote previously and forgot to bring tonight?
Do you remember my name? Because I don't.
Chappie.
Champus.
Neville.
Neville.
Norbit.
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 The nutty professor.
That was the one, isn't it?
So managed to find everyone outside the temple. Did some small feeding of people.
Small feeding.
Small feeding.
You know when you meet people who are hungry and then you give them small feedings?
Small feeds.
It's like feeding the birds. You just get some and just chuck it out there.
You say that, but if someone's starving, don't give them a big meal because then they vomit and it makes it worse. So take it back. That was the correct medical way of doing it.
Is
So-
that the actual real
Small
term?
feeds.
Yeah, you meant to give them a small feeding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
anybody here is from the NHS, please do not judge what I've just said.
If anyone wants to write in and tell me if that's right or wrong, that'd be great.
So
Hashtag cancel.
So then we decided to proceed through our favourite place in the world.
Yes, we nearly lost.
Oh,
Which we nearly lost Norma several times.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's still there somehow.
with
But there was a bird. I had to go get it.
So we should be
Just on the
Arriving
outskirts of the town, are we not?
yes on the
Odesska.
outskirts.
And then we
So-
leveled up.
So and we did, and we've thought ourselves very experienced to everything, and I've decided to take a feat that allows me to actually reload without using anything to reload.
that's very good. Very
Nice.
good.
That's good.
So they all leveled with the experience they got. Just so you know, they are now level 2. Oh, 4. Right, sorry.
2.5.
Oh, 2.5. Great.
So hopefully we're walking into the village without the drowning beat of dragon wings. So
we also got some items.
Oh,
we did,
We
yes.
got, so there was a shimmering belt with 3 small daggers on it, which turned out to be a belt of returning, which is
Oh yeah.
Daggers.
Yeah, that's
and there was a cloak of protection.
Bib of protection.
And
It's a bib on
Did you
me.
take that one? No, no.
It was stolen from me.
That's the bib.
Oh, that
yeah.
was the bib, yeah.
Bib of protection, yeah.
Of course. I think that was it. Oh no, we got lots of like bottles of stuff.
Riches
didn't
and
we?
gold.
Oh yeah, we took a bunch of potions from
So
this
there's
cult
an orange one, which is a potion of burning, a bright blue one
for
for
freezing.
freezing,
Some acid.
a warm red liquid. I think that was the healing. Was that a healing potion?
I believe that was gone already.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
somebody needed it.
drank the shit into that.
And three bottles of acid.
So
which I didn't drink.
no, don't do that.
Had enough of that.
Drank the healing potions, then drank the acid, and instantly regretted it, and then ran out of healing
Back to the
potions.
universe.
So yeah.
Yeah, so we did quite well.
Good.
About that.
Okay, so with that in mind, should we go from there?
Why not?
Why not,
What
indeed?
could possibly go wrong?
Deep stroke.
Default diamond didn't drink.
Fires everywhere. No. A choir of angels takes your body to the promised
There was
land.
never a town there, it was a mirage.
Suddenly,
You're still in the temple.
Walking in the desert for 2 weeks.
Look, it's a dragon with a gun. He's mugging you.
Why is Norma cactus? He used to have spikes on him.
right.
It's play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, let's play. Let's cue from here, eh? Let's go for it. Making your way to the town gate, or rather, the pillars that mark the entranceway. You're greeted by Odeskans as they reach your humble abundance of survivors, rushing out quickly and grabbing loved ones, embracing each other, lost in tears of joy and happiness, thinking that they were never going to see each other again. They kiss and hug and embrace tightly. Templars rush out to meet the wounded as they're helped, limping on wounded bodies and resting at long last. You see a halfling Templar in the same sort of white robes as Diathus dashes up to you all then, looking you over, searching for any wounds. His boyish looks and his crooked nose speak of an upbringing in the temple of Diathus from a very young age. Are you hurt? Do you need your wounds tended?
I think I'm okay.
I think we'll be alright, my friend.
I believe,
Nothing a long rest can't solve.
I believe we've got through the worst.
What about the others?
They may probably need our
definitely
noses.
so.
Yeah.
I was going to think, I think you might be better off addressing them rather than
We can take care of ourselves. Just you deal with them.
Well, you just need to hold up the head.
That would
Okay,
be a nice
go through the gates. I'll see to everyone else. You cast a glance over the halfling shoulder, and you spot Sarayan, who's the large Tapix bouncer from the watering hole, carrying one of the Templars, the wounded Templar sisters in his arms, heading back towards the actual main temple of Diathus and Odesska. Even Dajuan, the barkeep of the watering hole, is here, helping where he can. Rag still thrown over his shoulder. He gives you a warm smile and a friendly nod, calling out to you all. My friends, you've done it. I have a room ready for you at the watering hole. Come by and see me. And you can have an ale in the house for your deeds as well.
That'd be much appreciated.
Worth it, right?
Best news.
that makes up for
Worth
everything.
it.
They don't need gold.
Yes. Who needs quite a large portion of their small intestine? At least I've got that.
Your attention's brought to an applause of clapping hands then as you turn towards the sound and you're faced with the many of the villagers, a mishmash of white, orange and yellow robes billowing in the breeze, and in front of them all, Sharif Kel, the god, the captain that you spoke to before you set out on your deeds. He proudly strides towards you, one hand coming to rest on Fenrir's shoulder. By gods, you did it.
Just about. But we did. I told you we would.
Yes, it was fairly touch and go in places.
I assume the war is back on here as well.
The water is back on, yes.
Good. No, they'd have to go back.
Yes.
Give me a perception test.
Monocle.
I mean, you can use the monocle if you want.
Hold on. Let me put on my hero's moniker.
You notice around the eye of Sharif Kel, he seems to have black bruising over his left eye.
Your eyeshadow doesn't match the rest.
He reaches up to his eye and he goes, Oh, there's a misunderstanding with an old friend.
Seems like quite the misunderstanding.
Yes, my mother used to have misunderstandings like that with my father all the time. He used to come out black and blue.
Who's this friend?
No one you know.
Alright.
Are you okay? Are you safe?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay.
Well, let us know if anything happens again, or your friend decides to do that. We might have to have some words with him.
Okay.
I am completely lost. What is going on right now?
Don't worry, Norm. We'll just get you some air in a minute. Everything will be fine.
Oh, okay. What's wrong with your eye?
Misunderstanding.
Right, shall we?
What?
What?
Do I sense that he's lying?
You can go for an insight.
Is it just like
No, I'm very tired.
Like, he might be lying.
I'm very tired. If he's lying, I'll find out later.
Put the monocle back on and you just punch yourself in the
I
eye.
just push it. I'm like,
Really slow.
Yeah. I just put it in my bag.
It's not working.
Just put it back in the pocket. I'm like, I'm very tired.
We'll deal with that in the morning.
Okay, so no, I definitely don't. I think
He clears his throat and keeps his hand firmly on your shoulder. It is a blessing from the gods. The day you showed up in town, and now thanks to you, the water has returned to our wells too. Come. No one has touched the water since it flowed again, and the people, they wanted to waited for our heroes to return.
Well, that's bloody nice.
That's very generous, but if you've got dehydrated people, let's go.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about us. We've had our fill of
I
water.
was going to say it's very touching. Would you like us to crank the well or something? What's the?
Yes, come. And Sharif, he leads you past a few guards who are stationed either side of the old entrance pillars, past the throngs of people who offer you pats on the backs as you go. Praises and whispers of thanks to as you pass them by. Bless the heroes! Thank you.
Is there pride?
Norm, you're a
And
hero.
then you pass wind. No, just wind.
I pass out from overexcitement.
The town's guard, he leads you through the streets deeper and deeper, and more the villagers just begin to follow, much like a Pied Piper of ages old. Eventually, Sharif takes you back to the water well. You can see that the flow of water is now pouring and splashing inside the walls as you glance down deep into the well. Turning, you see throngs of Odeskans applauding and cheering their thanks your way. And to your surprise, a large rotund man, dressed in purple and white, very loose-fitting robes and breeches, approaches you. You recognize this man. This is the same merchant magister who had caused the angry crowd when you first arrived to Odesska. He offers you a golden chalice, looking a little bit sheepish. A little embarrassment flashing across his cheeks, even in the bitter heat. It seems I owe you my thanks, and all of Odesska's thanks. Sharif Kel told me what you have done to quell the anger. You have helped the people when you could have walked on by. The Jadizran Water Guild does not forget those that have helped in a matter of crisis. It would be my honor. And then he looks to each of the people. And the people's honor, if you would drink from the well.
Okay.
I'm happy to, but I don't think the ceremony needs to be made with a golden chalice. And is it a pump system?
It is like a little.
I just start pumping away. I just take some in my hand and I drink it just quite gracefully, And I'm just like, it's lovely. just stand to the side. I'm like, I'm not drinking out of something someone's given to me because knowing my luck it will be poison.
I mean, there definitely seems to be
Everyone
some
seems quite
distrust
happy.
going on now.
100%. I don't trust anything.
I don't trust anything you say.
I don't trust anything you say.
As you begin to drink, and each in turn, are you drinking from the chalice?
No,
or-
I've seen The Last Crusade, I know what happens. I will take the cup that's battered and looks like it belonged to a carpenter.
But there isn't a cup that belonged to a carpenter.
There's always a cup that belongs to a carpenter.
I'll have to drink out my shoe. We've been walking through the desert for 6 days.
Okay. As you drink from the well, the assembled villagers cheer one by one as you take each sip. The water, it tastes fresh, replenished and energizing in this Vivescan heat. Tastes the same as from the Pillar of Flip. Sharif Kell then called out to the crowd, 3 cheers for our heroes! 3 cheers for the heroes of Odesska! The merchant magister approaches you again, this time with a bag held in hand, presenting the bag to it'll be to the large Fenrir. He kind of looks up from his little short stature. Here, please take this. It's not much, but it is a small gratitude for what you have done here. And tonight we feast in your honor. We're going to come together to show our respect to you here in the square. Will you do us the honor of joining us for the celebrations? A feast fit for heroes.
That sounds like a night well spent.
Alright. Yeah, sounds alright.
As long as everyone in the town's invited, I don't see a problem with that.
Yes, I'm quite happy for a party.
You seem like you're up for a party, Ranger.
Yes,
You do.
I think it would be well deserved.
Yes.
Great. Then you bless us once more. Please rest your wounds and come join us tonight. I believe Dajuan has already reserved a room for you, free of charge for the night. Once again, my thanks, my friends. He bows and begins to shift away. The crowd are still offering you pats on the back, and that one by one they begin to walk past you and head to the watering well and cupping the water in their own hands and beginning to finally quench their thirst after so long in the terrible dry heat.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't trust that guy one bit.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
Can I have a look in the back? I was being polite.
Damn, the cup didn't get the snake all right.
They thought they were
The old snake in the bag trick! How clever!
Give to the big guy.
Looking in the bag, you see rough quick estimation, there's about 120 gold coins.
It's about 120 snakes.
Estimation
Okay.
about 120.
120 gold. Try and add that to the.
I will add that to our tally. Yes.
Thank you. I will give that to our accountant. Thank you.
As I don that green
Green bookie voice.
Advisor.
get the book out.
Not being funny, but I think maybe we should spend that particular money in this town. They don't like need it. I'm not saying give it for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, just give it to the
Or sell it back to the
Local
merchants in
business.
town or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll buy some bits,
200 gold.
we'll buy some bits from them before we go.
Was it 1,200 gold?
No, 120.
1,200. Yes, it
Nice
is.
try.
Our accountant.
He definitely said 1,200. That's how many now? 1 million gold. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. I don't know.
You head away from the crowd then. They continue to offer you thanks. And you notice some of them have wooden cups, metal decanters, and water skins in hand. And a long line begins to form at the well. I assume that each of you are going to head back to the watering hole.
Yeah.
I'm just doing running tally.
yes.
I heard that word.
Let's go.
For now.
Yeah, it's to the tavern or
Yes.
pub, whichever it's called.
Until it's dark, at least.
Just have a quick rest, sit down.
Yeah. As we're walking past all the crowds, though, Fenrir is very much enjoying all of this love and attention, and he's, giving some winks to the ladies. He's like kissing babies on the forehead.
Roger's looked very distressed.
Fame has gone to his head.
He's loving it.
What's that guy over there's commissioning a painting of you?
Is there an artist in town? Any sculptors?
Just holding the pose of kissing a child's head. On your way back to the watering hole, you twist and turn down various streets, and you begin to grow accustomed to the loose way that Odesska was built, taking ample shade in the overhanging buildings as you travel. Now, is there anything else you would like to do before you head back to town?
Where was that rather shady character we had dealings with? Do you remember?
We met him in the pub.
I suspect that's where he'll be.
Because I was
Gisea.
wondering. Pardon?
Gisea, the lizard
I
man.
thought you thought he said something to you. Just say it. Sorry,
No,
what
I
was
didn't
that?
say her. I said him.
No, what?
The lizard dude.
Oh, Moss, you're gonna have to be a lot faster than that with me, my boy.
Yes, I think to the pub, have a drink, have a sit down, work out what to do next.
Free drinks, street party, smashed.
I was just wondering if that gentleman's there. I wonder if he will approach us from the inn as we enter.
I'd imagine he's probably already scoped where we are and
Yeah.
don't want to be making a crowd.
Yeah,
himself.
I don't think we'll be able to get away
Yeah.
with much this evening.
I'm pretty
but-
sure whatever he wants us to do is not something he wants the whole town knowing about.
Yeah,
Yes.
it seemed like private business.
Because he was rather ominous when he said about it.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot we have to do that delivery thingy for him.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm sure he'll find us.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're
it's
celebrities
not
now.
exactly hard, is it?
Crime guys tend to just show up when they're convenient for them.
They certainly do, Norm. They certainly do.
I gotta learn how to do that.
As you're heading back to the tavern, you spot up ahead a large stone building. It looks more like a barn. Both doors are wide open as overhanging gazebo forms a kind of entranceway to it. Hung on loose canvas, attached by some simple strands, you read a placard that says, "A road less travelled." Inside, you can see various wagons made from strong-looking, sturdy timber. And as you pass a very skinny gentleman with very dark, leathery skin and a kind of mixture of dirt and sand and a pale whiteness to his beard and moustache. It's a very scraggly moustache and a very long grey robe adorns his body, and he amples up to you. "Oh, hello. May I help you at all? Perhaps you could see something you like, yes?" And he begins to point you to the various wagons. This is a simple wagon. You're travellers. You need a good wagon to travel. Yes, you look like you need.
When did this start happening? What?
I think, we might be getting ahead of ourselves here, but we probably will need some sort of transport
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
in time, but as for the exact
Put
moment,
it.
Yeah, I don't think we're going anywhere for 24 hours.
I'm assuming you'll be open tomorrow as well.
Oh yeah, I will be open tomorrow. You come see Zaru whenever you need
Oh, we'll keep
one
that
of
in
my
mind.
wagons.
Alright.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of prices are we talking here? Because I mean,
Something sturdy, like this simple wagon, enough for 2 seats. It's an open trailer at the back. It looks like a very
Basic
simplistic wagon. This is 35 gold. Whereas something like this, and he motions literally the opposite side of him. You see this one is more of like a canvas-covered wagon with enough seating for 3 in the front and the capacity of 4 in the back. Now, something like this will cost 200 gold. More exquisite, more passengers, more safe for you out there on the road.
right. What about customization options? Does it come with?
Low riding,
Get the red rings.
If you want customization, then I can
Flames paint on the side.
If you want customization, then I can offer you something even better than this. Let me show you. And he walks and pulls back one of the other overhanging canvas.
It's the sports model.
And behind it, you see this luxurious, modest travelling wagon, enough for 3 passengers in the front. He opens a doorway which leads into the wagon, and there's enough for 5 in the back. And there's a small little makeshift kitchen that's complete with a stove and coals. And it just looks like literally what you'd expect of a gypsy wagon. There's something like this will cost 750 gold. But look here, and he points on the sides of the wagon. It has some lovely ornate work. These lovely patterns. Can you see? And you can see these patterns. They twist and they're emblazoned with like little sun motifs that represent the twin sons of Odesska. And on the back of the wagon, as he saunters all the way around and guides you, he points to a little square plaque. Here, you can put whatever name you want. You can call it something, and I will engrave it for you. This is the finest of wagons.
What kind of mileage are we talking on this thing?
This has never been anywhere, never owned by anyone. This is a true luxury item.
Oh, brand new then.
And you will need, of course, you'll need your deeds of ownership, which I can provide.
Naturally. Well,
Is
I
the
think.
wagon on?
Have you owned a
Lazy
wagon
Susan?
before?
Well, I've been on wagons. I can't say I've owned it, but
So when you go to a city, you will need to provide your deeds upon arrival. And to make it a little. Where are you based? Where are you staying? You're in Odesska.
Waterhole.
I can have it delivered to you as well. Take a look then. I leave you to discuss. I'll be over here.
yeah, well, we need to
And he
work out some budgets.
He sort of
and
leaves
whatnot.
slightly and just walks around the corner.
Okay, I pickpocket the wagon. I take it.
Sure. Give me a pickpocket test, girl.
No.
Might get a nice little gold nut off it or something.
Wait, if I get an actual 20, do I actually steal this thing?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
It's fine.
Problem is, we don't have the deeds for it.
Yeah.
No, because no, my
got a
luck.
stolen car.
I will waste to really get an actual 20 if I roll now, so I'm not going to do it.
So,
Not going to tempt fate.
what are our funds then, Viator?
Accountant.
Well, surprisingly, we actually have 783 gold. We have
Wait,
40.
what?
We have 46 silver, but we'd have to ask him if he would trade items because we have 300 in 3 rubies and 150 in a golden cross.
So we probably haggle him down. I mean, that's just the mark price, he said. I'm sure we can get it
Yeah.
a bit cheaper than that.
Seeing as we are
The heroes of the town.
Odesska.
Give us a discount. That's got to be worth what? 10%, 50%?
Pull it.
Well,
Didn't
I mean, I've got
Lizard
some
Boy
gold
said
as well. I
providers.
didn't want to chuck in.
some of those were camel.
I was going to say, I think our rather dubious friend was going to lend us some sand striders.
He was.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not sure on the return policy of them. If they're like pigeons, we just let them go and they go. Or once he lends them to us, they're rather ours.
I mean, yeah, surely saving the town will count for something with that, surely.
You would hope so.
You'd hope
And I
so.
mean-
There was some hero disco.
Travelling
Shall we try and heckle him down?
Well,
in a bit of style might be
Persuasion.
worth it.
It would be very persuasive.
I mean, look at it. There's so much room.
Okay, no need to be threatened.
that's very ominous.
We could put in a fish tank.
You could install a fish tank for just.
That's
So
possible.
with the travelling stove that's in it, what bonus does that give? Is it just the fact that you can?
It's just a
prepare
stove.
You can prepare food and you can cook. And
I guess
you've
if we
got-
can
you've
sleep
got
in the
shelter.
wagon. If
So it's
So it's heat in essence.
yeah,
as
of
well.
course. You got as long as you stock up with coal. Yeah.
I don't burn the thing down.
Yeah.
It's the lights on fire.
Big enough
Well,
that-
I'm trying to understand from a simple point of view.
What's the difference between the XL wagon and the gypsy one?
So resting in this exquisite with a kitchen wagon. What we calling that? The gypsy one or the XL?
The gypsy.
The gypsy. So with the gypsy wagon, you get a rested bonus every time you rest.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Because you've got food on site, in essence.
And you've got luxury. It's safety as well. You're not having to freak out so much about what's going to get you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people can safely sleep inside it, so...
Well, we also do have a map now, so how much travelling do you think we'll do by wagon?
Quite a lot.
The way I look at it, this is going to be an investment in whatever this band of wherever we are.
Yeah. This is a real commitment together, guys.
I mean...
Our free group of
we best friends?
Friends.
Are we best friends?
I opened the door.
Buying a wagon.
There's bunk beds in it. And I'm like, oh god.
I'm glad we all actually like each other. Imagine how bad this would be if we were all like each other.
I mean, there's enough floor room to do karate in there. That's
so much room for activities.
Well, on a financial point of view, we do have enough money to buy it.
I mean, it's good because you've got your own financial advisor.
Yeah, it's great, yeah. And we can
So-
help you on that.
So if we could adjust the price slightly,
I'm sure he's opening for a bit of haggling.
somebody kick it and nick it a little bit. We'll get a drop discount.
It's got a scratch on it. That's at least 5 gold off
Different
it.
arrow, just like.
Just key it.
I'll get out one of the potions of acid.
Does it look like it's made for
Give it a
sound
tear, I can mend that
striders?
later.
So it's like to go over 2 sound striders, or what?
Right, so you have the wagon itself, and then you actually have the hitching post,
Yeah.
which is out, right in front of the wagon. So the hitching post, you can attach whatever animal you deem because it only pulls the wagon.
Yeah.
So you do it. The hitching post is quite long, so you do have enough room to. You could probably have up to 4 horses put on the wagon if necessary. So you've got enough room for sound striders. It's far bigger than a horse.
So how does that work with striders then? They're the sort of same size as a horse.
Bigger.
The sound striders, they're bigger.
They're bigger.
We've seen them.
So you could have
Yeah, you've
2 sound striders would be
Yeah.
equivalent of 4 horses.
Yeah.
Cool.
So looking at it, we could make this work with 2 if we
Yeah,
had
you
to.
think you could?
Okay.
Right. I think the best thing to do is not go jumping straight in this thing. Let's go have a drink, let the guy stew for a bit, say, we're kind of interested, but we need to think about it. We're not sure about the price. Maybe
We're
we
very
can work
tired
something.
from being so heroic,
We need
making
to have a
sure
quick
that you're
think
still
about
alive.
things. And then
Did you have a nice bottle of water?
we'll
this
try and
morning?
haggle it down.
I was going to say, I'm more than happy for you guys to have this conversation because my charms run out. I am very tired and I've had a terrible case of indigestion for days.
Is it that gaping hot?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will leave you to it, but when money comes into it, if you could let me know so I can make adjustments, that would be great.
No problem.
Well, that's what I said. I think the best thing to do for now is leave it for a minute. We'll go and have a sit down, have a drink, work out our plans of what's happening here. Because, like I said, this is an investment in whatever the hell this is. And not being funny, do we even really know each other that much? I mean,
We've been through quite
where are we
a
going?
lot now.
What's the plan here?
As all this is happening,
This is what I want to know.
I'm walking around the wagon now, I'm kicking the wheels and going,
It's loose.
kicking, just going around and kicking all the wheels.
You see, as you're kicking some of the wheels, you see the old head of Zeru pop in, and you. Something wrong?
I don't know if it's worth it, mate.
He sort of
Wobble.
punctures back through and pulls the other canvas sheets other side. What do you mean it's not worth it?
Wheels wobbly.
No, it's not. Well, listen, but it's okay. It works.
Oh, I'm sorry about my friend. He's his father used to be a wagon maker, you see, so he knows a few things about it. And I mean, when it comes to appraising wagons, he's very.
Give me a
He
deception.
knows his stuff.
Wait. As he says that, I go, it's called a cartwright. So I
18.
would like to assist. I would like to assist
Oh, give me another.
because I'm using the term.
We'll take the 18.
Okay, yeah.
get a nat 20 and your character sheet just changes to Moss Chop's cart track.
He has a little look of concerning as, so you know your stuff about these wagons and, huh?
Try not to give too much away, because, I wanted to see if you were putting one over on us.
Well, what do you think of my cart? One of my favourite builds.
I mean, it looks very nice, doesn't it? But the proof's in the pudding.
Righto.
I mean, the price is, well, what do you think, Moss? What do these tend to go for in the market?
Well, one of these...
Step to us. We were walking to the pub. And now we're buying a car. We're buying a fucking Winnebago.
Oh, God.
This is the family
Best family holiday ever.
Next thing we know, we're going to Butlin.
Give it kind of an appraising look and go, well, the old gaffer could knock one of these out in about 2 days, I reckon, so, he'd probably charge about 500 for one of these.
500? Oh. Now, surely that is just cost, yeah?
No, that's a profit margin as well. 45%.
I mean, give a man a bit of it, Moss. We are in the middle of nowhere. I mean, where you're from, the big city, is, I mean...
Yeah, the big city.
You're going to love this. Natural 20.
Okay, he looks a bit close and goes, the big city.
Despite the wings.
He's got sand in his eye.
You're all the way from Bast. You've come very far.
Oh, we certainly have. I mean, like I said, Moss's daddy, up there, they're knocking wagons out left, right and centre. Everyone's buying them a But look, we know where you are. These are the come by, aren't they, really, where we are? I mean, in the city, you can go to multiple shops and buy one. But I'm guessing you're the only wagon dealer in town?
I'm the only wagon dealer here. Yes, I make and sell these things. Well, I don't make them. One of my suppliers makes them. But yes, I'm one of the only wagon dealers here.
So what did you estimate, Moss, our wagon expert friend?
Well, I reckon about 500 one of these is worth.
About
I'll tell you what I'll do. This way.
Take cash in the attic now.
We're going to try and sell it again tomorrow for profit.
We're actually going back to Bast, so I'll show this to you, old man, and if he likes it, maybe you can throw some business your way.
He looks quite thoughtful. Yes, that could be beneficial. I cannot go as low as 500 for something like this. Have you seen the kitchen? Beautiful.
All right,
like
550.
I'm inside. I leaned out. I was like, hate to alarm anyone, but it seems to be on fire in here. Just might want to knock something off.
I can go 700 gold. That's 50 gold off the price.
Oh, I don't know about that.
625.
625? You're killing me here. You're killing me.
625.
We're saving
Right. My friend, 625 is a very, very reasonable offer, given that if it wasn't for our heroic antics over the last 24 hours, you wouldn't have any
You are the
patrons
heroes.
left alive.
Okay.
As I scream out,
675.
and I scream out,
675.
and
tell you
my
what.
missing spleen.
Because
650 and we'll pay now.
Yeah, 650 cash.
650 you'll pay
And
now.
we'll pay right now.
With a cross and some rubies.
They're like
Yeah.
precious metals and gems.
No. I will take cash though.
Well, we'll have to get some fucking
How much are we on cash bid?
What do you want, Ken?
Not bad.
I got enough if I swap mine out, my own money.
I've got some of my own money as well.
The crosses.
Yeah.
I'm going to need somebody else's money as well.
I've got 35 gold.
I've got 69.
Right, give me a second.
Nice.
Give me a second. I'm just going to balance the books.
I have 14 gold.
I don't think that's
We don't have it in cash.
Oh, we could always go trade in the rubies.
We might.
Might be alright.
Okay, six.
I'm gonna draw a chalk circle around him and then we can just nick it.
Just let my accountant here do the maths. You know, got to dot the I's.
If you can do a 650 in Quest, then yes, we have deal.
I think we can.
Okay,
And we're just
we can do that.
checking
Just
with the accountant
checking
here.
with
See
our
what's going
accountant,
on.
because every...
What does the accountant say?
I need 186 gold in actual gold between all of you.
I have 14.
Could we pop to the shop round the corner and
What have you?
swap one of
What have
those?
you got?
I don't think I've got any.
You've got none.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I didn't pick up
He's got
any.
69. I've got 34.
69, 34.
14.
So that's 104. That's 14. So that's 118.
We did it.
What's happening?
I'm just wondering if I put the pouch of gold in my belt of returning first, and then we give it.
Throw it at him.
I was
Take
thinking,
your gold.
Take your gold, sir.
if we're making a quick exit, yes. If we're not making a quick exit, we've got a feast to go to.
Yeah, we are staying in town, aren't we?
No, I don't think that's that's a bit
We're
savage.
64 short.
What have we got else?
If we just all stay here
Why don't we put a deposit down?
and just run over to the store, because we can be in two places at once because
Go on.
there's 5 of us.
Somebody go off and sell the other stuff quickly.
Ah.
Okay.
Shall me and Moss nip to the shop?
Yes, sure.
You two nip to the shop. I'm just going to double
Can
check
I have
my
one of
math.
the rubies, please?
Okay, so Zaru is like pacing around, like, waiting.
I give you one of the rubies to take with you.
Cool, which is worth 100.
100.
Cool.
Take no less.
No less. I'll get more. Okay, to the shop.
To the shop. What's my deception?
If you've got to buy some gum to trade it with,
Yeah, okay.
you need some change. Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you
Me and Moss
head off
to
a
the
bit
shop.
further down the street, and a little bit further on, you see a plaque with a kind of like slightly cut out wooden large coin, and beneath that it looks like a scale, which you assume is.
That looks helpful.
That looks
That looks
like
helpful.
what we need.
Over there, Moss? Yeah. Over there. Right.
You pass a few other villagers and you head inside and push the door open. You hear this bell go ka-ding-ding-ding. And as you slip inside, you see a sort of very feisty looking short stout dwarf with an sort of quite exquisite little brown suit, white shirt, little red tie, and he has a monocle in one eye. And just behind the counter, he looks up and, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
I'm a small, very finely dressed friend. I believe we have some business for you today.
Hey, what business do you bring me then?
I have this, and I hold it very close to his monocle.
He sort of reaches out with his little short, stumpy hands and takes the gem in his hand and begins to adjust his monocle, which you know it kind of extends slightly, and you
Cool.
realise that this is his little special gizmo. And he just begins to look over the gem.
Quite the beauty, isn't it?
It's just fine stock. Yes. How much are you thinking?
I was thinking for a beauty like this, about 120.
He looks you see him pull that little ledger, that little leather book, and he begins to flip through the pages. And he looks back, takes the gem again, and looks back over it. There are not many blemishes in it. I will say that. 110.
Sounds like a deal.
Deal, yeah. It's a little bit of a clammy handshake, but he opens a cash register, takes out 110 gold, painstakingly counts each gold. 1, 2, 3, and so on. 109, 110, and the gem. Thank you. You've been beautiful.
Thank you very much, sir.
Pleasure doing business.
And you.
do too.
I guess in the meantime, I'm just chatting utter shit to this bloke. Going, oh yes. I mean, these rules are very nice, aren't they?
How long has your friend been in the wagon trade?
To be honest, I've only met him recently, but he's told me all about it.
And you can get some good investors to the business would be great. And if I could move out of Odesska and head to a city.
Yeah, certainly. So, I mean, to look at him, you wouldn't think he's rich, but trust me.
No, I really
is,
didn't.
yeah.
When I looked at him, the first thing that came to mind, I did not think he was.
He's one of those nobles, you know, where they like to go undercover and they like pretend that they're poor. He's one of those.
I moved
He's
out
a secret millionaire.
That's the one.
I'd like to move out of sight of the man. Cast message at you and just loudly announce in your brain, stop lying! You're gonna blow this!
How much money did you both put into the kitty?
34.
34 and 69.
Yeah. I'm now dirt poor.
103 should be altogether.
Let's get rid of all of my money. Nothing.
I'm writing down in the ledger an ode list monetary.
That's fine. It's pretty much party funds now anyway.
Look, I'm paying me back with it.
I mean, if you guys could see, he really is writing down a ledger.
It's important stuff.
David loves doing stuff.
We're gonna have our own banking card soon in like $1,000,000.
It's just sliding between my fingers like insufficient funds. Yes. Well,
Who's been using the card again, guys? Maxed it out.
are they?
Yeah. They head back. So just as you finish writing the ledger, just.
Oh, here they are. Right. I
Great to
believe
catch. Well, just
if it's all in
the bag of
order.
money out.
So I move it over.
Were you looking good, Vitor?
Yeah, I put a 46 to one side that goes back into our kitty, and then I move over the 650 gold.
Okay.
Right, if everyone's
We've got an
happy.
extra £10 as well. With
Yeah.
£10.
Gold.
£10 sterling gold.
Is everyone happy with them? Are you happy with this one?
Zuru he counts up the
that's
the
right.
gold one by one. He goes, brilliant, amazing doing business.
We have a deal, my friend. There we go.
You will need this. This is your deed of ownership. You had all wagons come under. Usually, my wagons are sold to organizations, groups. So, on this deed, let me give you the deed here. You'll see that it will say that it belongs to the party of. You will need to fill this in to give this to the men.
All standard stuff. Yeah.
That's a good thing we've got a friend over there's very good with paperwork.
Hey, I'll have this moved to the watering hole. I'll hit you to the post for you.
That's great. Wants to do business with you.
I knew. And I will see your father soon.
Very nice to meet you, sir.
And very nice to meet you.
I'll speak highly of you.
Yes. Oh, we want to see you at the festival. We'll have a good one. We'll be there as well. Yes, the body,
Yes. And thank you for saving Odesska now that you've told me who you are.
No problem.
Nice to meet you.
Right, to the pub. Let's go.
I simply show him what I would like transcribed on the back of the wagon.
Have you written it on there?
What have you done?
The Jackson 5.
Oh, okay.
Naturally.
Naturally, we are the Jackson.
So you're actually going to call yourself that?
The Jackson 5, yeah.
Jackson
We are
5.
Jackson with the Jackson 5.
We'll be really sad when that fish dies.
Then we'll be known as the artist formerly known as Jackson 5.
The party formerly known as
Jackson 5. Then we'll just be a symbol after that
yeah.
of a fish.
I think we're Christian.
Ours would be
I
better.
don't think this is
We'll make it look cool.
Yeah.
We'll be on a crusade.
Yeah.
To be a
Now,
fish
is it
with a
Jackson
gun.
5 is in a number 5 or a Jackson 5 is in F?
Oh yeah, Roman numerals.
Yeah,
numerals.
Roman numerals.
So we're Jackson
V.
Jackson
Jackson V, yeah.
Okay, alright.
The V is for Viatorum almost dying.
I mean, you know what?
5 times.
so many times.
You must remember.
I mean, if you want to go one step further, you could
Keep
Kill
out
him 5 more times.
No, well, yes,
They become Jackson 6, the 7, the 8.
you could get a nice little Jackson ruby fish wooden sculpture attached and have it on the back of the wagon.
Make it so.
What if we
Makes
take an extra step further than that and we find a magic man to make Jackson big enough to pull it? Make it magic so it can swim forward and we just tie it to the back of it.
Oh, wait till we get a boat.
At the conclusion of your business, you head towards the watering hole, and you push open the door. As immediately the crowd, the noise of the tavern hits you. As you walk in, Dajuan offers you a beaming smile. And you see that the tavern was dimly lit with those same sand sprite lamps, and the common room rumbled with the clamour of 100 ruckus conversations. People huddling together in tiny booths, gossiping on the latest rumblings from around Odesska. Thusly, those rumours this time are about you, the heroes that have come back. Dajuan called out then, "My friends, a round on me. And do you want to put your things in your room first, or do you want the ale first?"
I think an ale would be lovely.
An ale. Then take your seats.
I'll keep my hand.
Let's hear it, everyone, for the heroes of Odesska. And then one by one you hear cheering, you hear applaud.
Just talk my cat, yeah.
And then, as you begin to move towards your seats, you hear him, he calls over, I reserved a room for you all. It's an upgrade for our heroes.
Thank you.
Tonight you will be in the Falcon Room. This is our most grandest exquisite room. You'll even get silk sheets.
Oh, my weary bums will
Sarah.
appreciate that.
Yeah. And he passes you a wooden key which has a falcon sort of carved onto the end.
Here, you're gonna actually be responsible for things.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's probably for the best, Norm. He's very self-aware of it.
I'm learning.
Back to the wagon. I've just got a couple of things to clear up. What's it actually preloaded with? Is it actually got like coal in it?
Well, there's
or the-
flamethrowers that come out the side.
Nice. Machine gun turret.
Spikes on the wheels.
Spikes on the wheels,
There's a really
That's
gnarly
good.
grill.
Yeah. So
A bulletproof front,
do we,
no, that's the given.
Is that
Just ended
actually
up buying a
stuff in, or do we
howitzer.
have to stock it?
It's like a
So
bomb vehicle.
what
Obviously got the
you
water.
saw when you went in there was that there was a bin of coal, like just a small metal bin. That looks like what you actually get with it.
Okay.
But other than that, you would have to purchase
So
more
it's
coal.
no rations in it.
No rations. No.
It's not furnished inside.
It's
It's
no,
with you.
right, okay. I was just thinking because that's something obviously we're going to have to address
Yep.
before we leave. So
We can put bed rolls and stuff in it for the time being.
we've
It's fine.
at the minute we've got a running total going at 396 gold, including the rubies and everything. So we should be okay for
Yeah.
getting stuff. So I don't think we're going to be worried.
No, we're in a good place, I think.
You slip into your table, finally resting your aching bodies, and then Dajuan comes over with a platter himself, rather than sending your serving wenches this time. One ale, and one ale.
Thank you very much, brother.
I will leave you in peace. I'm sure you've had plenty of people bothering you from Odesska. Please enjoy your rest. You have earned it.
Thank you.
He turns and heads back to the bar. You can see a few of the locals nearby there. They're kind of looking over, and like, a few of them are like budging the other ones, saying, "That's them. That's the ones."
Fenrir was
It's
like,
what you kind of. Yeah, there's that. Then one of our little old dears. It's like, oh, she's like, little blush flowing up on her cheeks.
I'm going to nudge Viatorm and go, you know what women like, don't you?
Seems to be where I fall down.
Well, there's a few over there giving you the eye. I mean, you are a hero now.
Okay.
Just go no teeth as well.
You see someone with no teeth, with the cross eyes, like.
Yes. I think I've had enough mortal wounding for a lifetime in a minute. I might see where the evening takes me.
I was just going to say, I'm sure Myrnia Maiden will come and say hello, shall we say, in the next few hours.
But not Trish though.
I've still got my green cap on. Yes. Let's get back to my carry.
We are going to a feast, so it might be worth scrubbing up a bit, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I think a change of clothes would probably
Scrubbing?
be well within rights.
Well,
Cleaning up, looking a bit smarter.
oh,
Last time we were here, he said that. Did he say there was a bath, but they weren't using it due to the fact there was no water? Or am I?
Yes, there was a bath, but because there was no water, they had nowhere to heat the water.
I gesture over at our bar friend. How busy is it? Is he
He's just literally serving one person. He sees you gesturing in the corner and goes, "Yes, what is it?"
May there be an option for a bath this evening?
You have everything in the Falcon Room.
There is a bath in the Falcon Room.
I take my book. I grab the candle off the table, and I'm like, goodbye. And I just grab my helmet under my arm like this, and I'm heading up to the Falcon Room.
I'm just going to whistle you.
realise that you've got the key.
You might want the key.
I'm turning around,
no, I'll mage hand you the key.
and I'm like this. And I'm going up the staircase because I'm like, I need a bath. And I need to change this blood-soaked rag that I'm calling a shirt.
Moss helps you with carry your stuff. He's like, I don't like all the eyes on me. Mind, I'm going to come to you and just chill out in the room.
Which leaves more eyes for Fenrir. What up, ladies?
I was going to say, Moss, I think the attraction boasts Fenrir, but it does nothing for either. I would rather have a bath and a drink.
I just want to lay down and a drink.
Yes, well, I'm sure we can rejoice in the fact that we don't have to go into that sodding desert for at least 12 hours.
Yeah.
At least 12 hours.
Just Falcon Room, come on, is it?
Okay, we're going to have to
top notch. Is it sick?
Ah.
It's sick. I'm definitely doing toga pie. If that's a certain thing, toga pie.
So is it just you two going up? Or anyone else?
I want to sit down in the bar for the time being.
Yeah, stay at the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the two of you head up to the room. You get to you get to that landing and you see the same like symbols of various birds and animals that each of the rooms seem to have represented, and then eventually you find the Falcon. Placing the key in.
There's an actual choir that goes, oh,
Yeah, and you open it.
Yeah, it's a scream of a falcon.
Just being dragged across the floor under the door.
There's falcons everywhere.
Oh, sorry, I've given you the key for the Falcon Room. Literally, that's where the falcons are.
what did you expect?
Sorry, it's falconry. You're in the falconry room.
What did you think it was?
It's still sheets I meant full of shit.
you
Just imagine we just see fucking Viator being carried off by a swarm of angry falcons.
You push the door open to your room, and this time, to your delight, you spot 6 beds, all immaculately made with silken bedding, plushy pillows, and there's a scent of jasmine that's just billowing from tiny incense burners.
Nice.
I really have to prepare myself
Yeah,
for
well
that word now. Incense burners
Yeah.
throughout the room. There's a fresh pint of ale that's already been placed on each of your bedside cabinets.
Oh,
That's way better than
I
a
like this
chocolate on the
place.
pillow.
Off point of ale.
And he does his own B&B. You go up to your room and you're like,
And there's a yard.
can of head. Lovely.
It's like that Mitchell and Webb sketch when they go to the hotel, they're all pissed. are you checking in or checking out? Oh, I don't know. That would be your hotel.
Great. There's a bottle of wine tucked in every bed. Ooh, the house red.
You immediately spot to the right hand side an archway that seems to lead onto a further section, where you assume the bath is. The room is fairly dark, however. There's one candle that flickers on a wall nearest you all as you arrive. 2 wall sconces are nearby, currently unlit.
I have the candle. I'm going to light
I'm going to go over and light. As you light the 2 wall sconces, you watch as the shadows are chased to the corners of the room, illuminating the purple bed covers, and there, sitting on a comfortable looking armchair,
It's a falcon.
with one leg crossed, is the radiant, silvery scaled Lacaean. His toothy, sharp grin beaming towards you. One hand resting in the hilt of that Vescan blade, and a hissy rasp rushes out, tongue lapping with delight as he motions towards Moss and Fear. Josiah is happy to see you all alive and well.
When they said there was a leggy creature keeping me up in the
Did you get excited?
This is not what I was expecting. If you'd like to continue this conversation,
Press 1 now.
I'm in the bath, and I just grab Moss by his cuff, and I put him in my place, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with the lizard man. I'm going for a bath. And I simply just walk into the bathroom. If there's a cover or a door or whatever it's
So there is a drape.
I just move the drape along, and you hear everything just lying on the floor. Guns, pistols, and I'm just like, water's on, and I'm just going to sit in the bath as it fills, just like, I can't deal with him. I can't deal with him.
You can see you just walk in the bathroom. Everything is fine. Everything's fine.
It's just another day. It's just another day.
Just say just watches you casually just walk away and pull Moss into his place. Then looks straight at you.
I don't know why I done that. I ain't the boss.
You solved the water problem too.
Oh yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Even more impressive. You know, you are proving yourself very capable.
Well, we're all right.
Are you sure you want to travel to Judizra after all? I could really do with some handy men like yourselves around here.
I mean, we've got business to take care of, so we've kind of got to be on our way.
A promise is a promise. He taps the blade then on the floor slightly, as if thinking. You solved the water problem, and I am here to solve your problem. You want to get to Bast, yes?
Yeah.
By way of Judizra, as we agreed.
Yeah.
And as promised, I prepared 2 Sandstriders. They are waiting for you in a locked warehouse not far from here.
Alright. I mean, it's your warehouse, right?
Yes, it's my warehouse.
So we don't have to go breaking in?
No, no breaking in.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but, yeah.
You'll see, you'll know which warehouse it is. There's a yellow ribbon wrapped around the doorway.
Okay.
And as we also agreed, the cargo you need to take with you, it's in the warehouse too.
Right, yeah. Sorry, trying to make notes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, what is it?
From the back.
You just hear the duck squeaking as I move out of the way. That's got it's a falcon actually.
Little floating falcons.
That's what it is.
So we've got 2 Sandstriders in there plus the cargo.
Yes, the cargo.
And what is this cargo?
You will see.
Alright.
I cannot speak of the cargo right now.
Oh,
In
that
case
sounds bloody
any
ominous.
unwarranted ears are listening, we are in the tavern, after all.
Gotcha. Right, yep.
When you get to Odesska, head to the dregs and look for a tavern called the Dripping Tap. Find the barkeep. He's a fellow called Azrik Zarid.
A dripping tap.
The Dripping Tap.
And what's his name, sorry?
Azrik Zarid.
Azrek Zarid.
Yes, you got it, little one.
Alright.
Give him the cargo. And tell him Gisea sent you.
Give him cargo.
But this is of utmost importance. You cannot let anyone see this cargo.
Oh, right.
Not the city watch in Odesska, not the people, and definitely not anyone in the dregs. Keep it away from all eyes. For your own safety and your friends. Do this. And Azrek has been instructed to find your passage onto an airship with your destination to Bast.
How big is it? How big's the package?
What? I can't hear you. Speak up.
Boss,
How big's the baggage?
tell me how big his package is.
You want to know?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. How big is the cargo?
You'll see. You'll see.
Alright.
Thanks.
I've got a mental rugby phone.
The dregs, is that kind of like the
The end of a pint.
the kind of the bit of town that someone like me would like?
Yes, you got it.
Alright.
I also hear from my sources that you've been invited to a feast tonight.
Yes, we have.
At this point, Theotoran leaves the bathroom with a towel around his head.
And that's it?
Just free balling it.
Okay.
You know, just towel around his head, like proper, you know,
Power
that
stance.
thing women do,
That
which is
thing.
just unconceivable, where they tie a towel
Great physics.
and it just holds itself. And I just walk out, just like,
With a perfect circle cut out of your stomach.
just a horrible scar, just like, look. And I'm just like,
Gisea looks over to you with his like very scaled, lizardy face, and
You got into some trouble.
keep your eyes to yourself. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's the wrong voice. That's my voice. Yes, it wasn't the best time, Moss, was it, really?
No.
I find, like, look for, like, spare linens, because if it's a silk sheet, I'm toga partying this.
yeah, there are some spare linens kept under
Just
the
like,
like,
togaing it, just, like, tie it off to the side. I'm just like, yes, it was, interesting.
I'm glad that you put a stop to it. Whoever was out there.
I was just wondering, a man in your position knows things and people. Have you ever heard of, and now I have to ask, we heard what Matey's name was. He said who his boss was, didn't he? In the tower. I can't remember his name for the life of me.
I am drawing a blank.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the tower was.
situation.
You know where he's in that room?
Before he died, he said
He's-
I
he said-
failed somebody.
Yeah, because
That was like his missus.
Yeah, wasn't that like his...
he had his partner, but he said someone else's name, didn't he? And I'm trying to think who it was.
Did he?
Very
I
good.
wrote it. I don't remember that.
I thought his whole thing was he wanted the scroll so he could bring back his dead wife or something.
I thought someone gave him something. Though,
Yeah, we didn't really ask, did we?
Wasn't there like a benefactor that was supporting him? Or am I being daft?
Any of the name that he mentioned was a god.
Was it? Yeah. Okay, so what was the name of the actual guy that
Malek.
Malek.
Malek. Do you know of a
Malek?
chap called Malek? Yes.
He looked a bit puzzled then by that's what you say. As in the god?
Yes. Is it?
Do I know a god?
No. We ran into a rather strange fellow in Moss. I can't remember his name for the life of me. Grignac?
Grignac?
He was the one who was causing all the trouble in the tower.
Was he now?
Yes.
Interesting.
And yeah, it seemed to have this mad chap seems to be rather an influence for him.
The gods do work in very mysterious ways sometimes. I've come to find that.
Did you come across this Grignac fellow before? No.
No, I've never come across Grignac.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
What was he?
He was a kobold.
He was a kobold.
Yes.
They come from the mountains usually.
Rather talented fellow with potions.
That is very curious.
Might be something a man in your position would like to keep an eye out on.
Yes, I should definitely keep an eye out. I have agents many places.
I will finish off my bath ale and then continue with my room ale.
Okay, so as you move into your room, Alice. Drinking, would you do? So you have a feast tonight you are invited to, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I suggest that you perhaps use this as a perfect opportunity to slip out of Odesska unnoticed with your cargo?
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
There are sadly eyes everywhere, and the shadow of night will put your friend in a better state of play. It's best to be discreet at all times.
Well, we have purchased a rather luxurious wagon today. So our plan is to get it hooked up to the striders that you so kindly prepared for us and make our leave with that. No, but we find ourselves in a little bit of a situation where it seems to be parked up outside. So, in a man of your position, would you be able to get it to your warehouse ready for us, or is it something we'd have to deal with ourselves?
I don't know. Grunt work. I'm sure you can understand a man in my position. And with the feast going on tonight, most of my people are tied. But if it's going to be here outside watering hole, there's nothing to stop you from bringing those sunstriders.
Yes.
No one will notice if you wrap up.
No. Fine. So.
Yeah.
So if the item that we have to collect is small enough to carry, we can carry it back.
Oh, yes, the item is small enough.
That's all we need now, isn't it?
When you're ready to collect, head down the street from here and turn right, then right again, then left, then right, then left, then right, then left.
Circle.
You'll see a warehouse. It'll be marked by a yellow rag wrapped around the door handle. As I said, he takes an iron key out then and hands it to you. Use this key. Inside you'll find your sunstriders and the cargo. Be on your way shortly after. The town guard, or most of them, will be at the feast. That means no eyes will be on you.
That's good.
I haven't got pockets.
Looking at the iron key, you see that it's a very long intricately woven key, and it has a sparrow's head on the end. But one seems to be dripping a tear of blood.
Good lord.
Like from its eye.
Bit more my kind of thing.
I was going to say, it's very much your thing rather than mine.
Yeah.
Now remember,
Way in the pocket somewhere.
no one must see you. And no one must see that cargo. Keep it hidden at all times.
Sounds like a job for us too.
Yes, I was just thinking that. Maybe I'd take my toga for a walk.
But have a wonderful time. And I hope you find Odesska, and I hope you get to Bast.
I have one question for you, first of all.
Yes, he leans back in his chair then.
It's going to be a quick one.
Claws just like casually strumming on the hilt of his blade.
The merchant magistrate, well liked around here?
No.
Okay.
He's a Judician. Why would he be liked in Odesska?
That's right, that's all I needed to know. Thank you.
He stands up then. His stature, as he stands, you can see he's like 8-9 foot. Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure.
Yes. Been wonderful making your acquaintance, sir.
Yes.
Maybe we will meet again. Huh?
I tip my towel.
little strand of hair just flicks out. Good evening. And you see him heads to the door, opens.
As soon as the door closes, I've been waiting to let that one go for fucking ages. God.
I'd rather have a bath first.
Well,
Yes, Moss, we're in a rather unusual position again, aren't we?
yeah, but I don't know. I think with everything that's going to be happening tonight, I think this.
Yes.
I don't want to jinx it, but it sounds like it might be quite easy.
Yes, it is a fortunate time, that is. Do you reckon we should invite the rest of them up and then we speak to them, or is it something you and I just deal with now?
Well, Giselle said there's ears everywhere, so I reckon we nab the thing and then tell them as we're leaving. When we're outside the walls.
So you and I grab the striders, grab the item of unknown size, come back, hitch up our wagon, put the item inside. Does the wagon lock? So
there is, yes, so there will be a key to
so
it.
it's like a solid wagon.
That's right.
And you can lock it with a
Yes, that's
door.
right.
I'm assuming one of us has the key, like one of the party.
Yes, so with the deeds, the key was given
Sweet, so I
across.
will look in the rest of my stuff for the key. Yes. So maybe we go downstairs and tell them that we need to go and deal with something, assure them we're fine, and then go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I take my toga for a walk. Take the towel off.
You just throw back your locks, yeah.
And I'm like, yes.
Right.
Lock the file room up.
Okay.
Actually, I'll blow out the two sconces I put on, even though, God knows, it's so dramatic, wasn't it? Oh, just get over yourself, mate. It's just like outside the door, like there, like. Yeah, lock the falcon room. Check there's no falcons inside, and then just go down the staircase, and I guess.
Okay, so
Do we notice matey boy coming down the stairs?
give me a perception roll.
Because imagine we'd be like, hang on a fucking second.
Excellent. Fancy anything.
20,
Ale
but
in my
not
eyes.
natural.
Ale in my eye.
Ale in my eyes.
I see everything going on in this pub.
Got like chameleon eyes.
Even though you feel on absolutely top form, you didn't see anyone else come down the steps.
So he had another way out.
Either that or we had a room.
Yeah.
Or he just like visited out the window.
Yeah, just goes out the window, sees a fly, and just
You just gone into the linen cupboard and going,
he just lives in the linen.
Now that you've locked the room, he's like,
He's in the bath. He's in the bath.
He's like, take my leave, and he like just steps behind the curtain. I'm like,
you're still there. You see your
Still
feet.
sees me. You're 9 foot tall.
He just gets in
yeah, it's just
the...
over the sheet still, like hunched over.
Oh, you can't. I'm invisible.
He just gets in the sixth bed in the room.
Pulls the covers over.
He just sits
You're hanging out the bottom, he's just like pulling it up over his head.
puts a little nightcap on, just goes to sleep.
Drinks his head. Yes.
So as the two of you come downstairs, what the three are you doing?
Drinking and chatting to people in the
Fresh
tavern.
reindeer.
Feeling fresh.
What a lovely toga.
I was.
Very nice, very nice. Have another ale.
I'm talking to one of the barmaids and going, yes, that's the one, Viator over there. He's the one who saved the day, turned the water back on and everything. I mean, it was amazing to watch.
He did all of this by himself.
I know. We were just there helping, and he said, no, I've got this, guys. I can do all by myself.
Yeah.
Give him a deception roll.
Yes, natural 20.
You're on form tonight, man.
Eyes upon lies.
It's going to come back to haunt me eventually.
The man over there, what a hero.
I know, you wouldn't have thought it.
That's anything anything I say is I'm just like once again I seem to have scuppered myself.
Need another bath.
I mean, maybe wait to the festival when he's alone. Go talk to him then. I'm sure it'll be rather interesting to chat to.
Yeah, that's all. Yes, I might do that.
I've got something in my throat.
Yes. Well, have a good night.
Oh, you too. Very lovely chatting to you.
She kind of saunters off through the crowd then.
Good lord.
So,
Thank you.
did you just watch him in the bath then?
Did more than
Is
that.
the room nice?
well, you know what? The only people who've had a fucking relaxing time so far is he's had a bath, you lot have been partying it up, and I've had to be doing fucking business.
Business?
Bros.
Maybe I shouldn't say that down here.
No,
What do you mean? What have you been doing in that room?
Well, I haven't had a rest yet. I think that was what I'm knocking about.
our mutual
Hang on, so you're tired from being in the room with Viatorum?
Who has
Maybe I got this totally wrong. He's not interested in women.
I'm going to draw a line under this before it goes any further. I did not have sex with Mark.
He's not interested in cockfights.
Look, I'm not to judge if that's what you're into.
No judgment needed. Not my flavour. So,
I'm lost again, what?
Shame.
our rather long-legged lizard friend was upstairs.
Which just sounds like Moss's pants
So-
with that.
I don't know what this is code for. Oh, hang on. You mean
Well,
the other long lizard friend?
yeah.
Moss and I have a small errand to run.
Right.
It would be helpful if you three stayed and showed a good face for a while.
I can do that.
Yes, you can.
Oh, we've already-
A valiant pose.
Just the wind's blowing out of nowhere. For some reason, his hair is just like
blonde locks
perfect.
just
Just
blowing.
perfect. And I'm just there like,
Right. Yes, if you guys could keep up appearances
But also be ready for a swift and stealthy exit.
later this evening,
Later.
Okay.
Right.
we're going to go and hook up the wagon.
Okay.
And then I think that's about as much as we can say with
Okay.
everyone here. So,
So-
we'll just.
Do you guys...
So I take it we're not staying the night.
Not all of it.
Fine.
guys
Just fill me in
need-
later, whatever it is.
You need some distraction.
No.
Get out here quiet.
No, just enjoy yourselves. I move.
I think the
I
party's
give the
distracting
room key
enough.
back to you.
Yeah.
The running total bag of gold we have upstairs is in my stuff. No pockets in the toga, you see. If you guys feel like getting provisions this evening, if you meet anybody nice to talk to, that might be an idea.
We'll see what we can do, I suppose.
Splendid.
Can we have some money, please?
You just gave me, you gave me the key to go and get the money.
May we have some pocket?
You can have some spending money.
I'd like to buy a bag of coke.
We have some debit cards, please.
You can take the card.
I want to pick a mix.
Yes, we'll see you all shortly.
I didn't even get to touch one of the fucking beds.
I mean, it does seem a waste, doesn't it? I mean, can we take the silks with us?
I'm taking mine.
I mean,
Strolls off with his toga.
they do look nice.
Can we all just go with toga up? That looks really nice. I'm going.
So
More
as
toga
you,
upstairs if you want some. Not.
I mean, we could say it's a fancy dress party, but it is our party after all.
two of you are leaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we were walking away, is that what you gonna wear for the?
Yes, I am aware that I've left everything upstairs.
Yeah.
So, if it gets into fisticuffs, I'm probably going to have to throw you. So, hopefully,
Alright.
it's as gentle as we assume it's.
Well, it was more the stealth aspect I was thinking of.
Don't need stealth when you have style.
What's more stealthy than being naked?
No one's ever
really?
said that. Nobody's
No
ever
one
said
did.
that. It's not a thing. But all right. I trust
I
you.
wish I had any of my use of telepathy left.
So, directions, we know where we're heading, don't we? It's like a
Left, right,
drive
left, right, left, right, left,
Right,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
All the directions.
So you leave the watering hole
Yes.
and you head out into the night. It is now nighttime
And it's cold.
and it's starting to get very cold.
You're walking a toga.
And your nipples are feeling very erect with the coldness. And as promised, as you step outside, your wagon's now tethered to the hitching post.
Splendid.
It's really glorious to behold. Like, it's good. And as you just move around the back, you can just see Jackson 5 has been chiseled on.
Yes.
Slipping from corner to corner, you remember what Josiah had said about turning right, then left, then left, then right, then left again. Pressing into an alleyway that leads down to another smaller street, you hear footsteps. Quickly pressing yourselves into the shadows. Both give me a stealth test.
I'm going to be so stealthy. 17.
23.
Toga stealth.
Toga stealth. You actually became one with the toga. Just a
Someone sheet like a ghost glove.
It's a silk. It's a silk. I've got no ruffle whatsoever.
So shiny.
You feel like a ghost.
You press up into onto the sides then, and you see a couple of town guard just walk by, fire sprite lanterns in hand. You remain very still, and as they walk past you, you can hear them muttering, "Why do we always get the night shift? It takes forever to go by, and it's so bitterly cold. I swear the captain hates me." You hear a voice then say, "Oh, stop your whinging. How about we get a nice mug of mead when we get back to the barracks? That'll warm your guts." "Oh, that does sound good. Can we get a mug now?" "After our shift, Rocky. Now down to the sunless side." "But it's even colder there. Get to it, soldier!" You give it a few more moments, glancing up to the windows of the nearby residence homes, and you hold a hand up to caution. If you're in front, I suppose, Moss, you hold a hand back to caution Veer. Then you press on, creeping through the shadows, as the narrow street soon gives way to just a small cul-de-sac. It's there you see almost jumbled together as a cluster of various warehouses. Give me a perception test.
Just a single one. I got no monocle. 15.
That's a 24.
As if together you both spot a yellow rag that's just in a very dim light of a nearby lamppost, but you can just see the yellow rag tied around the iron bars of the doorway to the warehouse. You make your way to the door then. You gonna use the key?
Yeah.
You hear this satisfying click. It echoes about the enclosed dead end. See what I did there? Echoes. About the dead end. Very slowly, you open the door. It creaks and grates on the sandy cobblestones of the street. And you head inside. The warehouse is dimly lit. There's a few lamps that are hanging either side of various wooden posts. Shelves are lining the storeroom either side. But right in the middle of this warehouse, under a blue lit fire sprite lamp, held high above the rafters by rope. You at first hear, then you take into view the billowing nostrils of the Sandstriders. The brown furred cross between a bushy fox and a kangaroo. Their eyes seem to possess the two sets of eyelids, bulbous black eyes and a toothy maw that complements this perfectly. They stand at around 8 feet in full height. Leather reins looped around a harness each. They look to be fine specimens. Perhaps even finer than you actually expected them to be, considering they were a gift. Your eyes scan down then. Beneath the Sandstrider's legs, you spot a creature. It sits, hunched over several sheets of paper, scribbling with black chalk various pictures of far away lands, places you've never seen before. The creature looks slightly smaller than you, Moss.
Okay.
Completely pure white skin, as white as radiant ivory. It peers up then, these huge black eyes blinking at you. It's adorable. As it quickly dashes behind one of the Sandstrider's legs, you see, as it dashes, these long tendrils that would have formed its hair. There's about 5 or 6 of them that just seem to be part of the actual skin, the flesh. They just scoot by as it darts, and it hides little frightened fingers. Peers just slightly around one of the Sandstrider's legs.
Okay.
And as you look a little bit closer, you just notice then that its face seems really fey-like. It just looks like a small kind of elfin fairy creature, but nothing you've ever seen before. You see that the tips of those tendrils, they're all coloured blue and red, but it looks natural, not war paint. Mm-hmm. And those tendrils connect and turn to the creature's scalp, seemingly resembling a kind of hair. Like dreadlocks, but no fur or hair, just flesh.
I'm starting to think it's not an object we're transporting. It seems to be an octopus child.
Yeah. I look at it and I just kind of go, are you supposed to come with us?
The little face appears behind the Sandstrider's legs there.
I don't care, I want it anyway. He's definitely coming with us.
We've done it! We've become internet famous!
I've got to roll nature on this. I have to.
Go for it.
Well,
if it's elfin and fey,
as I'm
surely.
trying to figure it out as well, so I'm gonna.
Really starting to regret not going up to the room.
I mean,
And we were in the
21.
pub going, la la la, another drink.
You know what?
I've got-
I'm glad I'm
Everyone's
not
dancing on the
octopus, child.
I've got an unnatural 20. What have you got?
21.
Okay.
Nothing.
None of you know anything about this. You've never encountered it before.
Holy crap.
As you're looking at it and trying to think what it is, suddenly it just peers around and then you see it go disappears in a puff of smoke. Next appears in your shoulder. And its fingers begin to just mat through your hair.
Oh, we are definitely keeping this.
It's the best.
I'm going to try and look
thing
for a
of all time.
package, because I hope it's not this.
Yes. Yes, Moss. If you don't mind, I've just had a small heart attack. Is it heavy?
Actually feels really light.
Like super light, like fey.
Yeah.
Like,
Hollow bones.
Try swinging it around.
like fairy,
Get a feel for it.
fairy creature. What is it? Is it got like?
Drop it, see if it just.
Is it like it's got hands, like small
So it's
hands,
got
small,
really-
like
it's got
small
small-
stature, but like almost
It's the
almost
black eyes
dollish.
are absolutely huge.
Just like dollish though, so it
Yeah.
hasn't got any
Like a troll.
like features, really. It's just hands, feet, like a doll body almost.
Yeah.
Does it have
Like a
razor-
troll doll.
Does it have razor sharp
eyes.
teeth? Does it have mighty talons?
Spit at him.
Ooh.
I want to do a quick circuit of the warehouse to make sure that this is the package and there isn't like a box somewhere with
Do not take the elfy thing.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
Don't take the other thing.
Don't take the white thing. Whatever you do, don't take the white thing. Don't feed it after midnight.
Don't touch my pet or I'll fucking
Give me a perception roll.
Yeah, do not take the mogwai.
Then a 6 foot tall one
21.
walks in from the other and is like, oh hello.
Can't
here's a
see
package
anything else that it could be. A lot of
do
the
like
other
my
things
son.
are
He just likes to
things
draw.
like adventuring gear, nets, empty bottles, things that you just you can't think why that would be what you
nothing
need to
special,
take.
just that. Okay.
Warehouse stuff.
Is
With
it-
the back of an argyle.
Sounds staff. On the Sound Riders, is there something for this to be transported in? Is there like a box with a vent? Because if there isn't, is there something unusual on the Sand Striders that is like obviously for transporting?
You're asking if it's got a
big
crate.
creatures?
Give me
Like a dog.
No, an investigation.
Take it to the vets with.
16.
16.
It's got
Okay,
a
so you
bait
begin
box.
to shift through the sand stratas and
Is it still on my shoulder?
yeah, still like playing with your hair.
Does it know how to use the force?
If it does, it might be pulling my head off.
Its little tiny fingers grab one of your strands of your hair, then it pulls it towards and it goes. You just feel drool on your hair, and then it kind of releases it,
It is a Grugu.
and then it begins to sort of crawl the front of your head, and you just see its little big black eyes just peering down at you. So
It's the best thing ever.
Oh, he likes you.
Yes. Rather problematic if it likes me, due to the fact that I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's tiny now. It now begins to burrow into your skull. Symbiotising with your brain and controlling you.
I can talk for the avatar. No, it is me at all.
I think. Well, look, you're wearing a toga. There's nowhere to hide it in there. So
Well, it is actually a full bed sheet. Do I just tuck it on my arm or sit it in my lap? No, not the lap.
Oh dear, I've become pregnant.
Yeah, I've got plenty of little pocket. You can sit in. I've got a big pocket on the inside of my cloak.
you can sit in there.
as you're
The
in the
inside
cloak, you just see it go disappear and go.
It's in.
And reappears in, and it's like it's just in the pocket already. It's like.
Right. I will lift Moss up. Well, attempt to help Moss up because I can't lift him because I'm like, frail.
I don't weigh much.
I'll lift him up onto the strider because he's now got a thing.
Precious cargo.
So I lift him up on the strider. They're fairly happy with us, Sand Striders. They're like,
But yeah, they seem
chill.
a little bit agitated. But then you see from your pocket, you see the little white hand reaches out and it touches the sand strider, and then it immediately calms. Goes,
Just like,
That'd be useful.
Is friends with animals.
oh goodness, I can see this being a problem.
Kill it with fire.
I don't know what you mean. This is amazing.
Yes. I get on the other side, Strider. Moss, if I will go first. If it's clear, I'll gesture to you out. You can come out. I'll lock up
Alright.
behind us.
Yep.
Don the Strider, and then
Yip, yip.
yeah.
give me an animal handling test.
Oh, God. Don't get killed by a sand spider.
14.
Sound it backwards. Where you no go?
You get range,
Where
and
is the start
they
button?
begin to.
Is it 4 legs?
2 legs.
It's like
You've got 2 legs. I'm thinking about 2
It
legs.
bounces like a kangaroo.
Okay, yeah.
And it begins to just head outside. Are you pulling the doorway open in the warehouse? So
Just smash through. Like Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, so like get out, because when we catch her, I'm hoping to shut it and lock it again because I'm guessing he doesn't want the doors taken off.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you leave the sand shredders outside the warehouse and you lock the doorway. You begin to navigate back through the various alleyways and twisting streets of Odesska back to the watering hole. And you begin to tether your newly acquired animals to your wagon.
I think it's probably wise if I just get in the back of the wagon with this thing.
Yes, I must have given you the wagon key upstairs in the room anyway from the paperwork because I don't have pockets, so you have the key anyway.
Yep.
So, yes, I think we'll do that, and I'm going to speak to our colleagues.
Yeah, we need to leave now because
Potentially, yes, and I'll just let Moss get in. 'Cause, no one's around, I'm guessing.
There's like one drunk just outside the tavern who just has a pipe and he's got a bottle in one hand. It's very sort of old, dishevelled man, but
Has no idea what's going on.
he's just drinking this drink.
He's smoking his drink and he's drinking his.
That's right.
He's got a knife.
So
That's fine.
yeah.
Say it with a drink. I'm trying to light it.
Moss.
Light your light.
Sandstros are hooked up. Moss is in. I'm going to go back inside. I'm assuming you guys are just sat at the tables.
Oh, we're very, very drunk.
What you're hearing is now a song called Viatorum, Hero of Odesska. Being chanted by everyone in the pub.
Fenrir has been stood on the table
Singing the song
telling
loud,
entire bar
I just invented.
the story of how Viatorum saved everyone, setting you up for the night of your life with any hottie that you want.
Give me a performance test, both of you.
One more time.
Norm is
19.
Yes.
19 on the die.
Performance.
That's pretty good.
That's what?
What have I got for performance?
Norm's
3.
face is currently in
22.
a pint and he's not breathing.
22.
22.
Very nice.
18.
Nice, we're nailing it.
Good old guidance on myself.
So as you open the door, this is what you
Viatorum, he is the hero of Odesska.
So as you open the door, you just
Here he is!
Yes.
Sing the song!
And you see the other drunks turn around with ales and they go, "Wah!"
With 3 cheers for Viatorum!
Hooray!
Thank you, everyone. Wow, this is much. And then I walk over to the table. Who seems the least intoxicated?
Out of the 3 of them,
Maybe Norm.
Just do concentration checks and see the constitution checks and you find out who's
that's a good point. Let's go with that.
constitution.
There we go.
Who is the least drunk?
I'd like to willingly fail this and say that Norm's face is currently
Fenrir is fine. Like,
I'm totally fine as well. I'm 22.
Drinking heavily.
I mean, I'm a big
22.
dude, you know.
I'm good.
I'd like to say that Norm's face is currently in a tankard and he's just not breathing.
I walk over and
So we're basically pretending to be drunk and drunk, but we're not.
I've just got this like.
You can stop
really
pretending now, Norm.
Sort of like
Single bubble.
shit look on my face, and I like lift Norm's head up whilst just being like,
He's fine.
I'd like to show you all the room.
The room.
And then I just start just walking away from the table.
Oh yes, the fancy
I think Ranger Danger
silks. We must go. Come on, Norm.
I'm
It's
using
time to
the
lie
magic
down.
staff to help.
Leaning on it slightly, that sense of
I'm sorry, guys.
overtaking.
Yeah, our friend, he's not feeling very well. We need to get him down, give him some sleep.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe give him a stomach pump at the same time. But carry on singing.
Well, that's
Enjoy
how
that
no
song.
one parties like you.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Everyone just started valuing cheering, giving you a salute of tankards clashing and ale spilling all over the floor as you exit the town.
See you at the feast later on. Hey! Just go on, let's go.
MC Fenrir.
I open the door and I just stand at the doorway waiting for them to come up the staircase.
Okay, so one by one then you hobble over with your staff and you come.
Right, Norm, you can stop pretending now to be drunk.
What?
Oh, I think he actually is.
I think he had quite a few ales.
I've never been drunk before. It's
I thought
pretty
it was
great.
your responsibility to do. I wasn't keeping my eye on him.
I told you already give him 2.
So I was
How
supposed
would
to
you
keep an
know?
eye on me. Oh no!
Maybe
I
2
ruined
rounds of-
everything.
Hang on, yeah, I gave him 2 as well. Yeah, no, we've messed up here.
Oh god.
Yeah. Don't leave.
What happens when
Me and
both
Sue.
the parents give the child chocolate?
Or in this case, 8 pints of ale.
Just sit down there and
Okay.
hopefully the room stops spinning in there.
I wouldn't say I'm that drunk. I'm definitely bad.
Pull the door to. I'm guessing it's got an internal latch.
Yeah, you can close it.
I slide it across, and I'm like, we have an issue.
Ooh, bed ale.
Yeah,
Moss?
there's.
Yes, Moss and I got Sandstriders.
Right.
Which you saw as you came out, you saw these valiant beasts tethered to the wagon.
And we picked up the package.
Okay.
Alright.
Let me guess, the package is not what we thought it was.
So the package is moving, as in is a thing.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
As in can teleport freely of its own will.
okay, so it's not one of those boxes like we had last time that made more
The
sick.
box now looks fairly easy to transport in comparison.
So what are we talking here? Are we talking...
We're talking fae, creature of some kind. Never seen it before.
Never seen it before.
No, neither's Moss.
Right.
Rather cute, but I think we're going to have to leave.
Okay.
Okay.
No. And I'm just like collecting I've undressed out the toga and I'm getting dressed as this conversation.
Okay, so as you're like talking, you just like put your leather.
Because I'm just like getting the guns together, everything, and then I'm just can I just do a perception of the room to see what we can just take with us because
Is there a minibar?
Well, so sorry, are you guys in the wagon? Are you on in the room? Are you in the room? Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so there is there's like a basket with some
Fruits, yeah.
Complimentary
Complimentary fruits.
complimentary.
We're having it.
yeah,
If it ain't nailed down, we're having
I think
it.
they just get
It's a little mini bar that you can just help
yeah,
yourself
I
to.
think
as
they
well.
get from the fact that my demeanour's just unsettled now because in essence we're transporting a thing instead of what I assumed was a package. I'm now sort of just unravelling because I have no idea what this thing is and it seems to be a lot more powerful than like transport that's just something that's like super magic in my opinion.
Viatorum's so freaked out that real life David is going insane.
Has our room got like a balcony or a window that
Yeah, I
goes to
was
the
going to
outside?
say.
So yeah, the Falcon Room does have a nice balcony to it where you can just enjoy the breeze, and then in the evening.
Is our wagon directly below this balcony by any chance?
It's not. It's at the opposite side. It's at the front. So it's at the back. So it's at the back of Odesska.
What does it open up onto?
What the actual the
window.
the window. So it opens up to the sort of veranda sort of overhead, and that in turn will just drop down into behind the tavern itself. So it's like the backside of it.
So we could safely drop down into that if we want.
Yeah, it's only you're only on the second floor.
Oh, it's easy drop down, no problem.
Yeah, within reason. But yeah, you can do it. There's a few barrels that are. That have been left outside that you think are probably empty from the heavy drinking that's going on this night.
I think that might be our best bet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of walking all the way through the crowd.
Yeah, that's not going to be the best idea. I mean, you've got that rope of yours that can.
Yes. I hate to cut our evening short, but it's become apparent to Moss and I at least. This is going to be slightly more than we bargained for.
I mean, not to be funny, but this seems to happen to us a lot, so we'll just deal with it. Let's get on the road, then we'll figure out what the hell this thing is, and then we'll work out what we're going to do next.
I'm guessing the rations and stuff didn't happen, as I'm like looking for my gold.
Well, you say that.
There might be someone.
Can I say in the time between I paid some little kid to go and buy us a load of shit,
Yeah, no, okay, you did.
and he comes back with a load of, and I just have a bag full of rations and go.
Or they might just.
Ta-da.
Oh yeah, because I have the wagon key, so you would have had the bag full of stuff.
I'll just go. Well, I paid a little friend, and he's
Would you like
come out
to
trumps.
randomly tell me what I've got for money?
So, with your money, okay. So rations. So how many rations you left? Would you send the children off for?
A couple of days worth, probably.
A couple of days worth of rations. So it's going to set you back only about 3 gold to get enough for the 5 of you.
Bit of water,
Yep.
and probably I don't know what else we needed really. Anything?
Coal.
Coal.
Coal,
Yeah.
yeah.
If that we get all
Okay,
that.
coal would have cost you a gold for a bit, for like a big bag. So if you want 2 bags, 2 gold, etc.
I think we'll just get 2 for the sake of it. Realistically, bedding, we have bedding rolls.
Oh, we're just going to nick the stuff from the room, aren't we? Chuck the pillows out the window.
I'm wearing all of my bedding.
Yeah, plus what's in here, so that's.
Just
For a minute,
chucking the mattress out the window, like.
Go take the bath.
Who's this guy? Who is this guy?
I don't know you were a
The
crime
guy
guy.
that told me not to steal from taverns before.
It's complimentary. You can take it.
It's fine.
So
It's like taking shower gel. They expect you to take stuff.
I don't know the rules.
So I'm just gathering everything that we can, and then I'm dropping what I can out the window. Knowing that
I'm guessing we're wrapping it up in the silks and the pillows and using them as a cushion. It's like
just
so it's
jump
not
down.
as noisy.
Yeah.
They drop.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I'd like to just flop over the balcony, just fall. Just wrapped up in the linen. Just like,
Suicide dives out the window. Like,
Okay, give me an athletics roll.
I'm just bidding it.
Okay, cool. Then as you
Just give me the fall damage.
you will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage onto the floor.
I just imagine when the balcony goes.
You just hear that the crack of your nose.
Just pulls up and just tops.
Yeah, literally his face planted.
There's just one moment where you just see him just walk over, and then you kind of reach out. It's too late. It's like
It's
you
like,
rush over to the edge of the cover.
it's like when something absolutely
Why did you
big
say
doing it.
That's Brennan.
It's like
They're counting it.
if you got a ball of dough and just slammed it. That's what you look like right now. It's like,
The rest of us, I think, will just try and descend more.
Yeah, we'll take the more cautious approach.
I use the rope and just.
Climb down.
okay, yeah. 2 stories, no roll. It's fine.
Gather ourselves, gather as much as we can carry.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Chucking it in the back of the.
then just aim for the wagon, because I assume when we open the door, there's going to be a lot of questions.
Okay, so you head for the wagon
Yeah.
and you open.
I open the door.
Okay, you open the door and then you see the immaculate inside, the interior, what you saw before.
Ooh, money well
and you
spent.
see Moss kind of huddled in one sort of like slight corner, and a little bit of a, well, however you want to be.
It's gonna be. I'm just gonna kind of close the cloak up whilst the door is open. You might see like a little white tendril or ear or something poking out. And I'll just be like, "Alright, hurry in! Come on, hurry in.
Let's deal with that later. Shall we just try and get on the road?
I put my stuff in, and I'll put the pistol in.
Who's going to be best equipped?
And I just shut the door.
To drive
Riding
this
around.
thing?
I'm going to drive it.
Shut the door.
Yeah, I'm going to drive
Who's
it.
got
You're gonna-
good
what, you're gonna head into
animal
the-
handling? I've got +4 in my hand.
You're going to head into the front straight away?
Yeah, I'm going to do it because realistically, I think between me and you, it's best animal handling. Mine's a +5.
Yeah, I got +4. So me and you go on the front. Everyone else is getting the back for now.
Okay, so as you're...
Worst comes to worst, I can just bullshit some reason why we're leaving.
So the wagon door is closed. You'll have to come back out of the wagon to get into the actual seating. And
Yeah, we're going to go and sit up
so
to
the wagon
right.
door is closed at the moment. You haven't quite gone in yet. You're still hunched over with this just covered. The other three of you, no idea.
I assume there's a step, like there's a couple steps
Yeah,
to,
couple
to,
steps.
to climb up. So yeah, go up there, bin it, stumble forward and crawl all the rest in, and then just sort of lie on the floor.
And then just sort of, laying
No,
flat and
get in and kind of push Norm. Put him comfortably in a corner somewhere. No, hold it.
I just stack my stuff in behind them, all the
Just
extra
chucking in
stuff, like
pillows
coal,
and-
like the bedding,
All the stuff we
everything,
need.
everything that we got. I'm just like, look, I'm like, Fenrir, you'll have to deal with it as you go.
Yep, that's cool.
And like,
you just head out and then straight into the...
like we're just.
So you'll head out as well as...
on top, yeah.
Okay. And then you hear the beast begin to move. You take one last look at the busy tavern, and each of you begins to take your comfortable confines. You peer into the coat. You can't see it.
Who's in the house? Fenrir
So
and Norm.
me and Norm.
Okay.
Yeah, so how's it going, Moss? What's this little thing look like?
Fuck!
What?
It's gone.
Let's go where?
I don't know. And I'm just going to look around frantically for this.
So you give me a perception roll.
Yep.
Is the wagon got like a little slit where we're sat where you can like open up to talk to
Yeah,
the
with a little
inside?
hatch.
Yeah, I was going to say. So I'm guessing we could probably hear commotion going on there. I'm like opening back here. What's going on there? You're making quite a bit of noise.
It's gone. Rolled a 20.
What do you mean it's
So you're
gone?
peering out of the window as you say, it's gone! You look out of the window, and at the back there, where the old gentleman was, he's leaning across to drink his drink. Just next to him, you see the little white creature with the pipe going. And it sort of falls back slightly, with his little eyes sort of like rolling, and it goes.
Oh shit! I grab the teddy out of my cloak and I go, come on.
And you see it looks up, and then puff of smoke, and the pipe just rattles on the floor, and you see this drunk as he just finished his drink. He goes, and then inside, like literally on your shoulder, you see the little white creature with the tendrils now, and it's just reaching out for the little cuddly bear, and it's like.
Yeah. Right, and I say, you have to stay with me if you want this though, alright? Right, stay with me. And I let it play with my little teddy bear.
Okay.
What the hell is out there?
It holds the teddy bear. Just kind of, even though it's slightly smaller than you, it's so light. It kind of slumps onto your shoulders when it's like just got this teddy bear in its grasp.
Yep.
I'll shout back through the hatch. Good. We all good?
I think so. Let's go.
Oh, hit a Viator. Let's go.
May I see if I know what it is?
I'm gathering. I'm gathering you've looked through the hatch at Moss, so you might have some questions for me.
I'm just kind of like,
you can
let's just get out of the town
Let's
first.
just get up.
Oh,
That's what I'm more worried about. Is like getting out of the town. Then I'll ask the questions.
give me a no, just give me a general investigation. I think. No, history.
History. Oh, I've got a plus to that. 21.
Okay. You try and reach into the very confines of your mind fortress, and still, you don't know what it is. You've never encountered it before.
E.T.
As you reach
no.
out and you get a bit closer with its teddy, one of its eyes just go really big and wide as it's looking at your finger, and then and slowly the eyes begin to just slightly go smaller as you take the finger away, and then very wide, and then small.
Amazing.
I think Norm's found a new best friend.
Yeah, I've got no bloody idea what this thing is.
I've never seen
Is
anything
it
like it.
people or is it just an animal?
I don't know.
Does it speak?
I don't know.
Do
I
you
really like
speak?
it, but I get the feeling it's trouble.
As you say that, it
Kinda
has
hard
to
to feel about you,
decide.
Ross.
Nah.
I'll cast message at it. Do you speak?
And again, you just hear.
It doesn't
What his mind
speak.
says.
That's not a recognisable language that it's saying
No.
as such.
Doesn't seem to recognise it. Not something you've ever encountered or understand or comprehend.
Right.
Can I go in one of the rations?
Because I know a Fey language.
Can I break off like a tiny bit of ration or a little bit of
I guess I
touch
ain't
of
that.
fruit? So, like a little bit of fruit.
Oh,
and just
have we
gently
tried
offer
just-
it to it.
And as it's
Hello,
holding the teddy in
friend.
one hand, its other little hand just reaches out to the fruit, takes it.
He likes apples.
Have we tried other languages?
Let's start writing the list of things here weird.
Just get everyone starts speaking each language they know, just in case.
Yeah, it might work.
Let's try not to poison the little
Alright.
bugger.
If we're going to go down that route, I can speak Celestial, Common, Orc, and Sylvian, which is the Fey language, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Try that.
you begin to go through each of the languages, and any other languages that you.
Yep, I can add deep speech and abyssal to that list.
Okay.
I'm just celestial and common.
I've got Sylvan and Elvish and Common sayings yours.
Yeah.
Common, goblin, and thieves' cant.
Okay, so you
It
each
speaks
get-
thieves' cant. It's a crime guy.
It's a white crime guy!
and you go through each of the languages, and it just carries on chomping on the apple.
Alright,
Like, no response.
No response.
whatsoever.
okay. I
I'll
don't
tell you
think
that's a
it
no then.
Well, I'm stumped.
I'm guessing.
I have a very important
It-
question.
What?
What are we going to call it?
At the minute, I'm guessing the hatch might be open for this conversation.
Yeah, well, you did the
Very interesting.
Well, the
Hey, guys,
conversations we're going
what are we going to call it?
large head.
Yeah.
And
go
again,
up front.
so, inside the hair was blowing, and outside it's still.
At the moment, I'm going to say we don't name it, due to the fact that you don't name an animal you're about to eat.
We're going to eat it.
I'm calling him Squiggles.
On the contrary, Moss here showed that it can be kind of won over if it likes us. Would it not be in our favour
Don't
for
feed
it
it
to
Jackson.
feel...
Don't feed it
I'm not going to feed it Jackson.
Not to be
Is
the
it
one
Matt
to
Jackson?
spill the party here, but they wanted us to take wherever this is to somewhere,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
What are they gonna do with
yes, that's the next thing we're going to have to talk about.
So that's the problematic question of
Yeah.
what is this thing and why would anyone want it?
Okay, well, I could just sort of teleport all around the place. That's pretty impressive if you ask me.
Yeah, I guess that's probably got some value to somebody.
Oh god, I hope they're not going to cut it open and take out its teleport bladder.
Of course, this brings the moral question of do we even hand this thing over?
Well, not if they're going to do something like that. No. It's mine.
I mean,
You continue.
it's not fun now.
You continue.
I've already
galloping
printed on
the
it.
actual, on the front of the wagon. Then you feel the powerful legs of the Sand Striders kicking into action as it begins to pick up pace slightly, heading toward the exit of Odesska. Just before you, shrouded in a very long white hooded robe, holding an outstretched spear and carrying a fire sprite lantern. In the man's offhand, you see this guard standing in your way. You begin to slow the wagon, or I assume you do.
I
push my elbow onto, I'd imagine, like the edge of the door, so it just starts sliding it closed behind me.
Okay.
And I turn to Zeal. I think you might have to do the talking on this one.
I can certainly try. I mean, I've had the luck this evening. Hopefully it carries on.
As that's happening, I like say to the little thing, I was like, right, you need to get back in my pocket and you need to be really quiet, alright?
You see, it just begins to crawl from your shoulders and just heads back into the pocket.
Well, it fucking understands me. That's all right.
Boss, when I say so, hold your breath and be really quiet. So get my staff ready. I'm gonna do the crate trick. I'm gonna hide you in the box.
Alright.
That's extra sneaky. Boy, being drunk is awesome. I hope we can still do spells and shit.
Metal Gear Solid voice just starts.
Da, 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 da.
Oh yeah, I guess we slow down and I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll wave to the guard again. Evening.
And as you slow down, the shrouded figure pulls the hood back to reveal the familiar features of Town Guard Sharif Cow.
Oh, that's right, we know him.
He offers you a warm smile. You are departing. What are the festivities being in your honour?
I'm afraid it's not a thing, but this whole parties, we're not really used to it. It's a bit overwhelming, if anything, and not to be funny, we're kind of low-key guys, really. You know, before we kind of leave on a high. This town's had enough trouble as it is, and I think us hanging around, milking things and being given stuff that, let's face it, this town's been good to us. I don't want to give them any need to give us more, because I've got a feeling if we hang around, they'd be begging us to stay, or they'd be giving us stuff to take with us. And I mean, come on, you know your town's not in the best of shape. I thought it's best we just leave in the middle of the night. You know, like the heroes of old that have swooshed in, saved the day, and then disappeared in the middle of the night. Kind of romantic like that.
I can understand that. And you have a new ride?
Yeah, well, sometimes, you know, I'm not saying we don't get paid, but yeah, we got ourselves some transport. I mean, we've had it hard the last couple of days travelling through the desert. We thought, why not travel in a bit of style and comfort?
Well, my friends, wherever your road takes you, I'm going to be ashamed to see you go.
Same to see you, my friends. Well, you never know, I'll pass my cross one day again. I hope they do.
I hope it does. May Stridia guide your way and bless you with safe passage.
You too.
Be safe. And he stands aside. You begin to move the wagon forward again.
Lovely fellow.
I mean, that was probably the best person we could have come across, really, wasn't it?
Nice guy. Nice guy.
Realistically, yes. Map-wise, I know the direction I'm going, don't I?
Yes, you do. The map shows you where Odesska is.
Right, so what's the plan? I guess we got to get a bit of distance from the town, and then do we settle down for the night?
I think get a distance from the town, then a conversation might be needed.
Yeah, and I mean, is there anywhere on this map, or just by rounding on that, we can kind of pull off the road a little bit, maybe stay the night somewhere,
Yes.
and then we can work out this
I was
mess.
thinking something actually, and I just put my elbow on the slide door and open it again. I'm turning the best I can, might just hand you the reins. Just in case I'm stirring us.
No, that's why I can take the reins off you if you're looking at the map. It's fine.
Topple it over.
Just edge of a cliff like so.
You just start drifting.
It turns out that was wrong. There is a cliff.
Boss, just remind me, fellow, that block of chalk you had, what was the thing that it did?
Well, my rock.
Yes.
You draw a line, then if something hits the area above that line, it stops, but then it stops working. I could do that a bunch of times. How many times?
10.
Yeah.
So it makes it, what, a wall? Yeah.
So it makes a wall, and the wall gets hit, and then the wall stops existing.
Okay, so it does take damage. The wall takes damage.
Yeah. So as soon as it takes damage, no matter what that damage is, it ceases to
It
exist.
ceases to exist. Okay.
And you're about making a little tiny hut for ourselves. Protection.
Yeah. Part of me was thinking we just draw it on the outside of the wagon. So draw like round the circumference of the wagon, if that makes sense. So the wagon
But then the wagon moves away from the circumference.
No, I mean draw it on the wagon.
Yeah, no, I know, I'm joking.
But,
I'm joking.
yeah, but I was thinking that's a silly idea anyway, because we'd be trapped in there.
This would have been a death box for ourselves.
The claustrophobia might kick off.
We have to eat each other to survive.
Yeah, I was just mainly thinking it might stop our small friend escape.
Let's probably ride on for an hour or two, and then we'll try and find a little spot off the road and stop, and we'll work out what the hell we're going to do here.
Yeah, yes. I think
I mean, it's not like anyone's chasing us, is it? So we've got a bit of time.
No, I think a conversation is definitely going to have to be needed.
Right, so where are you thinking? And I'm looking at the map and trying to like steer.
Yeah. Just
I guess we just pick a spot on the map that looks like it's like a little offshoot road. We think that'll do.
Okay. Yeah, you see a little offshoot road. Behind you, you have the pale moonlight between moons. Both Oberyn and Calhassus, they shimmer brightly, spilling little red strands over purple skies. And the way through the salt crawl is long, but less treacherous on the Merchant's Way, which is the current road you're on. A long stretch of road laid out that connects directly to Jadizra. Your thoughts rest on what awaits you in the Grand City and where you can pull off or veer away. You hear some howls and hoots from the distant darkness, and the dunes are so far and wide it's hard to pinpoint exactly where they come from as you ride on down the path for a little more. You see some old empty chests and leather boots with ripped soles or adorned with large pierced holes. They scatter on the side of the path. You see the occasional fires of blazing campfires in the distance that just spit up into the night. And a little way, you see where it looks like you could just veer off. And there's just like a little rocky crevice. It would be somewhere that you could potentially either hide behind if necessary, or just veer away from the main road for a bit.
Yeah.
That works for us.
They don't call me Viatora, we love it.
Always veering off. I guess we'll do that and then pull up and...
Pull up. I guess Sandstriders are fairly comfortable just being left sat still.
Yeah, they're okay.
Tied up. Yeah.
And they just come to a big stop then.
Yeah. I'll put the handbrake on.
That's not handbrake.
Sorry. Yeah, and then...
Yeah, I'll jump off the wagon and just give the Sandstriders a bit of a pat and like...
Good boys.
Yeah, just sort of throw their head back a little bit.
Give a bit of a scratch like there.
Should we name that as well?
Yeah.
There you go, boys.
Yes, Chaz and Dave.
You're ruining the ambience.
We can name them after the two moons, that would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Oberyn and Calhassus.
Poignant.
Obi and Cal.
Obi and Cal.
And Cal.
Works for me.
Yeah, so Obi.
For the side was called Obi and Cal.
Obi.
Obi, Cal, and Jackson, and the being.
The being.
There's a K in it, David. I was on Jackson. I haven't spelled Jackson at all. Oh, God.
You can't spell Jackson at all.
Days.
Does that mean it's misspelled on the?
No.
No, it was Fenrir that wrote it down.
Luckily, Fenrir
Can spell.
can spell.
Can spell Jackson.
Yeah, I think. Yes, me and Zia will just head into the wagon, just knock on the door,
Hello,
Or is
anyone
it?
in?
It's
We're not
us.
decent.
Yeah, because as you're inside, you obviously realise that the wagon's coming to a stop. And there's a knock.
I'm not decent. Yeah, again, I'm guessing Fenrir's sort of just scraped things into piles.
I've tidied the place right up. It's looking beautiful. I've made up beds. I don't know if there's beds, but I've made a small,
Bedding,
soft.
already.
Essentially, wearing like
Oil
a penny
on the
going,
floor.
what time do you call this?
Yeah. Yeah, I filled the larders.
Sweet.
There's coal on
It's
the
got
fire.
haircutters here.
Just one of those pennies. They're really
Where have you
old-fashioned.
Like, you boys must be starved.
I turn to Zeal and I'm like, I have more questions. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
just-
get him, but we'll close the door behind
Yeah.
us, I guess, and be like.
And then just find somewhere to sit in the wagon.
I'm guessing there's sort of benches on
Yeah,
the
I
side.
guess there's like.
Or
sort of
areas we
like
sit.
random-
So in the wagon, in the actual,
Yeah.
in this, you do have like a little side benches that are just close to where the little cook pot is. You have like a little iron cook pot on the little kitchen stove.
Yeah. Just sit down and just be like, well, I guess it would be a good idea for Moss and I to tell you what we need to do with our friend.
I think you might. Tell us everything from the start, because I have no idea what the hell is going on here.
And then we just relay everything.
Okay.
Him being in the room.
Yeah, him drawing. That's an interesting
we
bit.
find him with the striders. We say him. The
thing.
white
The
creature in front of us.
What did you call them, Moss?
Squiggles.
Squiggles.
You've named it.
I'm guessing we took whatever he was drawing with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I picked up whatever.
It was like he was drawing things.
He was.
I keep saying
Charcoal
he.
and-
I keep saying he, but
They,
it
I
was
suppose.
they. How very.
How very PC.
How very
We'll go with they.
They.
We haven't
they-
asked the Ips pronoun
No.
yet, so.
We can't. That's the problem.
They were drawing like far off lands. So do we have those drawings?
Yeah.
Can we have a look? If anyone knows
Dish them
anything.
out because
Go,
we haven't
hang
had a
on.
proper look anyway.
That's my house.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
We dish them out and then see if anybody
Recognises
sort of
anything.
recognises
I'll
them.
see if I recognise any of the 5 places I know.
On one of the pictures, Normand, one of those pictures looks like it's part of the abysmal realm.
Ah, it's really been going around. Like I'm talking, it's going realm to realm sort of deal. I'm joking. This thing appears to be traveling all over the cosmos.
I love how you become some sort of really old southern name. Well, listen here, Jimmy.
Well, that's a surprise.
As you look at the pictures, you see a collection of shapes. It shouldn't be familiar, but it does look familiar. It looks like an arched sort of gateway, and for a very slight moment, there's a flash, and you see it as if it was there. Stone pillars that link to a long etched archway that becomes a gateway, and in that gateway was a glimmering white light that flickers and shows a valley of a forest beyond, and then just like that it's back to the drawing again.
Okay, that's weird. I kind of know this place. I don't know how I know it, but I've seen it. Anyone else? Look, this is weird.
I start looking through it.
If it's only me and Norm that's seen, this seems strange.
So you continue to look through it, and you see one of the pictures, Moss, as you look at it, and for a very slight moment, there is a kind of rocky formation, and it looks like little tiny your people, goblins.
sitting in their homes underneath the mountain. It looks like home.
Well, of all the things I was expecting to see today, that wasn't one of them. You lot, you need to have a look at these as well. Anything you recognise?
Fenrir, as you look through one of them, you see one of the parchments. It's this picture of a cold waste, ice and snow as far as the eye can see, and in the distance you see old stone towers that remind you of your place of birth.
I also see sights of home, which after spending these last few days strolling about in the desert, it's a very welcome sight.
Yeah, I've got a funny warm feeling in my chest.
Right, this is kind of weird, but
I'm not
how is
hiding
this?
the picture that I took out.
Yeah.
And you take one of the pictures, and as you look at it, you see it looks like old wood, old oak. It's been twisted into a grove. And this looks like, just for a shortest moment, it looks like something that's very special and sacred to you. A place where your ancestors may have been laid to rest.
Well, this is fun. We have places of home, places of rest. It seems to know us all.
Is that all that's on the pictures, or are there other places? Is there lots of other pictures? With
There was exactly 5 sheets.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
It's like it's some sort of Destiny's Child.
We could call it Beyonce.
I'm just hoping and praying there's tea in this caravan. I'm just hoping and praying there's tea because I'm like, I need to put.
So on some of the provisions that you would have got, you would have had
I'm just
tea
like,
bags there.
Put the kettle on.
yeah. The fire's
to have a
going,
chat.
and I've got a flag and I'm just filling it with water and I'm just like pushing it on top of the stove and I'm just like.
I'm going to go to Viatori. Have you got any more paper and something to draw with?
Yes. Just like still just looking at the characters like parchment tube. The small one.
Yeah, I'll go grab a bit of parchment and like a bit of chalk or whatever, or like charcoal, and I'll go over to the little creature and go. Just kind of go. Can you draw something else?
His little eyes peer over. And it hobbles down.
I'll just leave it on the floor for it, right?
And it takes the little piece of chalk in its hand.
Yeah.
And just begins to like draw on the paper. What you end up with in the image once it's finished is it looks like a large building with 2 pillars either side, and there seems to be a plaque hanging. You can't make out what the text on the plaque says, but you can see there's like a door that's just slightly open.
It hasn't just drawn the pillars of thirst, has it?
No, it's not the Pillars of Thirst. This is a building that you've never seen.
I'll just like nod to it and say thanks, and then pick the paper up. Does anyone recognise this place?
No.
No.
None of you know. You don't recognise it.
Right, I want to try something
give the
else. I'll get
creature-
another bit of paper and I'll try writing hello on a piece of paper, and then just give it to him and see if it does anything with it.
It reaches out one finger, and you see it touches where you began to write hello.
Yeah.
And it traces its finger down, and as it traces, you can see your ink begins to glow. And then you see like the word just float up into the air, and then just dissipates.
Well, that's something.
That sounds great.
Well, that's very, very cool, but that wasn't the intent.
So let's put together what we know. This, well, whoever they are seems to know us, or at least has known something about us. So maybe some sort of psychic ability? No?
I mean, it was already drawing these when we found it.
I mean, yeah.
Let's figure out some arcana shit about this, shall we?
Maybe some sort of divination of like...
Premonition, yeah.
Yeah. Precognited, like...
Maybe this picture is where we're going.
That could be. That
Right,
was
so
exactly what
I'll-
I was thinking, Ross.
Arcana, and that's a 22.
22.
Nice.
So you're kind of psychically speak to it, yeah? Okay. There is a sudden, like, bright light then inside your head.
Oh,
And you see
I'm blind.
you see another creature looking similar to the little creature, but it's more of an adult.
It is a baby.
With long tendrils. And you see a shimmering, strange sort of... it looks like a forest, but it's encapsulated in smoke. And suddenly it turns around, looks at you, and you see those same dark black eyes, and then you see it almighty scream. And then it just gets severed.
Whoa. Oh, so spooky. Does everyone else see that?
What's that?
That's very much whatever you're doing.
I was trying to figure out what it was, and I got a whole psychic digging going on, and I saw one. Oh, pretty sure this is actually just a baby, by the way. Because I saw one people-sized.
Right.
And it, like, screamed at me.
As in, you've kidnapped my child kind of screaming?
Probably. It was in a smoky forest. Anybody know a smoky forest?
I mean, that could be any.
I know.
Anyway,
Not.
No, many forests that have had, well, mist and stuff for it, but not round here.
From Norm saying it, is it anything that I know of the Feywild? Is it like something that is common in the Feywild for something like sort of a misty forest, a smoky forest, something?
Give me a history.
Come on, cup of tea. No.
He doesn't.
I am
Not actually have that cup of
so concentrating on that cup of tea. I am like,
No, you can't piece.
No.
You can't piece what it could be.
I'm guessing this kettle's boiled.
He then begins to whistle.
That's why I'm completely lost in, and I'm just like,
Right, yeah, I'll drink a cup of tea.
no.
So,
No,
like I said
just-
again,
I just like nod round to everyone, and then they on the floor.
they want a cup of tea. Brew?
I'm just sort of like,
Do they drink tea?
Tea?
He reaches one hand up and goes.
Okay, what's
Does it do a little?
how much sugars do you want?
Yes!
I'm
Teach your tricks!
I'm guessing I'm opening a drawer and there's like fabric bands holding the cups in there, so as they rattle around and don't smash, I just take out and like put 6 up, and I'm just like loose leaf tea in a strainer because bags definitely on the thing. I'm just like,
We could invent them.
Desperation.
Make millions.
yes, to be honest with the truth, when Zeal was on about teabagging, it's not quite the thought I had.
No, that's something for you to do later with one of the... Oh, it's too late now.
So I
Trish the dish.
So I make a cup of tea, give everyone out, and I'm like quite cautious that this is quite hot, so I like put coal in the top and like hand it down to our.
Squiggles.
I look at you side eye when you call it squiggles again. And I hand it down to our small, what seemingly fey friend.
Okay.
We can now be Squiggles 6.
Its hands wrap around the mug,
Holy shit.
and the mug itself, it's from as
as almost the size of you as it was, it's the cup itself. It makes it look like it's smaller now, and it takes the cup in its hand and pulls it close,
We're keeping it.
and after a while, it begins to choke down more of the drink.
Oh, there. Didn't realise too.
Right, so again, let's pull what we know. This thing,
Likes apples.
it's kind of psychic and
Drinks tea.
can sort of see the future and the past, I guess,
Maybe.
and stuff that's not happened, stuff that has happened.
And it can teleport.
I mean, do we think that it's been to all these places?
I'm guessing bean, because it could just go anywhere, as far as we know.
So far, you've only seen it teleport in a small relative distance, haven't you?
Yeah.
Get the charcoal and the parchment, and with any artistic talent I have from cartography, I draw from my best instinct the front of our wagon, what it looks like with the sandstorms in front of it. So I draw it, and then I'm like, I give the paper to Zeal, and I'm like, let me stand outside and can you give this to our friend? And I just open the door and I walk out and I want to just stand there and look at it, because when it touched the paper, the writing went. So yeah, I'll just let you.
An experiment, all right.
Yeah,
I'll humour you.
yeah.
I go, okay, I'll just handle the frame.
Concentrate squiggles.
Takes the paper again in its hands and it begins to trace around the lines that formulate the picture. And then again, you see little glows begin to emanate, and then it just begins to lift and it drifts up. And as you're stood outside, you stood outside the wagon.
Yeah.
As you're stood outside the wagon, you see the energy go drift up, and then you see it dissipate into the sky and drift off.
Huh.
And then I get back inside, I shut the door. I was like, it doesn't seem to affect the images that it has. So I don't know if it's recording the images. Like, so when it draws something, it remembers it, so it records it like it's building up memories.
You mean like a, well, I don't want to say photographic memory, but yeah.
Yeah, in essence,
Whatever the equivalent of that is without photographs.
in essence, like building a map. If that makes sense. Like it takes memories from things or images it's seen, and it makes a map. But
I have one other idea. I'm wondering if he's getting these images from us. So if we all concentrate on the same thing at the same time, and we give it a piece of paper, will it draw that what we're thinking?
well, the one thing we could do is the Temple of the Thirst. We've seen enough of it.
So if we all think really hard about the Temple of the First,
The big statue of Diathus.
that works for me.
Yeah. Statue of
For try.
Diathus.
Paper down, charcoal.
And we just sit closing our eyes, trying to remember as vividly as we can.
Like, sit in a circle,
With your eyes closed.
round this creature, tea in hand.
Okay. You concentrate for a long while. And you open your eyes. And on the paper, what you see is not Diathus. But you see a scrolled black robe. And a face which looks like bone. And the eyes have been X'd out.
Ooh. How are they?
That's not diagnosis, is it?
Oh,
Does it?
And it's just still sat there as innocent as it was, just chewing on the apple.
Did everyone think to see?
Didn't we see something with his eyes goes down like that?
Leo. He was blind.
I think there was an image we saw with his eyes goes down. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it might have been in the temple.
Diathus is still an active god.
Yes.
Alive.
She's not dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Does it look like another god that we know of?
Fenrir, give me a religion test.
17?
You scrutinise the image for a while, and the only thing you can place is the depiction that you see on the paper. Looks like the god of death, Malak.
It's all coming together.
Right.
Okay, so if that's Malik, that might explain why, because Malik was to blame for what happened there. So maybe it's...
So it's telling us who's behind what happened.
Maybe.
So rather than taking an image of what we saw, it's giving us
The
An
solution.
associate.
Yeah, the solution to what we found.
So let's try this again.
Is there another example we can
What
use?
happened? The airship.
Yes, yeah.
If we think of the airship, will it draw the picture of the
The
pirates?
raiders, yeah.
After this, we should imagine what we had in that box. We should imagine the box that we were carrying around for
That's
the
definitely
crime
what
guy.
I think.
We'll do that one
Let's
after.
try the airship first and see if we're on the right track.
Yeah.
So,
This was exciting.
out of my scroll,
Yeah.
another piece of parchment on the ground. Or is the parchment clear when he touches it? Does the
And
image
the
go-
picture remains.
The picture remains.
We'll add that
just
to the other pictures that were.
Yeah, we're just getting a stack picture. So the energy
We'll make a scrapbook
leaves,
later.
but the picture remains on the paper. Okay, fresh one down.
Yeah. The only it only seems to go when someone else draws a picture box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just charcoal down.
And we'll remember the
back in the
airship.
circle, and we're all thinking of the airship.
Wait, which one? There was two.
The first one.
Oh, okay.
The one we were on.
Yeah. And just
And you begin to think. And you open your eyes. You see the scroll on paper. It's a series of scrolled clouds in a circle.
okay.
Storm.
Oh, the hollow.
The hollow. Right. Maybe this. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
that,
sort of
yeah,
true.
because the thing is, yes.
What damaged the ship?
Because that was the events, wasn't it? We had the ship, the hollow came, the hollow bought the other ship that we went on to, and then that bought the Reavers. So that was the process in which it happened.
Right. That
So
makes
the
sense.
collapse of the ship really was put down to the fact that we found the hollow.
That's true. Right. Let's try Morse's idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Concentrate on that box.
Back on the path, fresh piece, potentially fresh chalk, or chalk, or whatever he's using. His medium's his own
Yeah.
choice.
Can I give him like a couple
Their
of grapes or something for encouragement?
Yeah,
Because he's a good boy.
the medium's their choice.
With the remembering the box,
Yeah.
I remember how it felt because I touched it.
Yeah, and I remember how
Yeah.
I felt.
And I'll just
I mean-
remember the box. That's the rest of us. We'll just focus on the box.
To try and add more to it because the fact that I knew what it felt like when I touched it.
Give it more context.
Yeah.
Okay, you close your eyes. You concentrate. And then when you open your eyes, you see on the scroll paper a black steak eating itself in a circle.
Cool.
What the hell does that mean?
Anything anyone recognises?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like?
I know what it is, Greek mythology. But I don't know what it is.
Is it like a
Ouroboros.
never-ending cycle?
Cycle, yeah.
The
snake that eats
the
itself,
box gets
Infinity.
picked up, and the evil is transported, and then it makes evil, and it just keeps cycling.
It's a sign for infinity, essentially.
Potentially, you can only assume what.
An intelligence.
I know that, but whether is that
An
bad?
intelligence.
So the
Can I like
History check,
gently
I
kind of
guess.
pat Squiggles on the head?
Do we go with?
Because he's done good. We've
done
bounced
well,
a lot of them
yeah.
for the last
Yeah.
10 minutes.
We're going to go history on this one. Because it seems like.
your own history. Okay.
Yep. 19.
It's, yes, eternal, constant, revolving. The black snake itself seems to signify something sinister. Moss, you recognise a black snake as something in the more shady professions to mean poison, assassinations, etc.
Because we gave it to the crime guys. Because the crime guys told us to go get it.
Go and get it.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, I've got one last thing we can try. We think of the creature itself.
Oh, we think of.
Like it's you.
See what it draws.
Right, last one.
Hopefully it won't make its head explode.
We think of.
The creature itself?
Yeah. Our guest.
Squiggles.
Squiggles.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks squiggles.
Well, me and Moss think of squiggles where we found them.
Whereas I think of squiggles the fresh.
Oh, anything you can remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Things you've seen him do, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it all.
I'll remember what I'm assuming is Squiggles' mum is one.
Yeah.
Squiggle bum.
Okay, you concentrate. And when you open your eyes, you see a giant tree that has these almost looks like arms. They're reaching out, and in each of the arms it's holding seeds. And at the very foot of the tree are very tiny people who look like they're bowing down.
Interesting.
Alright, everybody know what a tree is?
I do, but I don't think he'll does. Well, he might do. I suspect I know what it is. What do you want? Nature, history,
Religion.
religion?
Yeah,
I can do
what
that.
way would I go at this? Would I go nature or religion?
I'll go for a
You
religion.
would go nature.
Yeah.
Well, if I go
Venerate
for
would go
religion.
religion.
Seeing like a cleric, I have 0 to religion anyway.
Amazing.
But 19. Even though
13.
I have no classes whatsoever to religion.
Okay, so all of you have some recollection of what it could be. Usually the tree and the way that the picture is depicts acacia, the world tree.
I thought of the wild tree. That was my favourite.
So we
Who
think.
was meant to have given birth to the first races of this world.
So we think that this creature in front of us
It's from the wild tree.
is one of these original creatures.
Could be.
Deemed to interpret as you.
Fresh pressing.
Well, that's where it's from, at least. Yeah.
Ha.
Okay, give Squiggles a pat. We'll have a little.
Good Squiggles.
Good
Sort
boy.
of out of game question. Is the world tree actually in this realm where we are? Or is it like somewhere else? It's just a thing.
What, as in...
Is it like a tangible, actual thing you can go to?
It's not something that's known. Not something which is...
Or is it just more of a myth?
It's
like,
more mythology.
it's more mythology.
It's not actually, there's a big giant world tree.
It's like, you look at the distance, it's like.
Look at there, it's waving at us with its tree arms. Behind the world tree.
Oh, guys. Yeah.
So we know the myth, but we don't think there's an actual place that we know of where it can be. Yeah.
Although the fact that it's drawn it would lead me to think that maybe
It exists somewhere.
it
yeah.
exists somewhere.
Just not in this realm.
Yeah.
That doesn't make my brain hurt.
I'm thinking
Thinking it's...
it wants to go better. Would be my guess.
Yes. Realistically, what is the downfall with us not delivering this creature?
We don't get a passage for best.
You're making out of me.
Right, I'm going to ask a stupid question here, but why does anyone even want to go to Best? Is there a reason why? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I said I wanted to go there. Doesn't mean I actually want to go there. It was more just the direction I was going in.
I was just following you guys. I don't think you realise this, but you've just sort of been letting me follow you lot around. Like, I'm just doing whatever.
There seems to be in a lot of that. I mean, like I said, we don't even really know each other that well. But yeah, we just seem to stumble into stuff, and it's worked out pretty well so far. I mean, unless we've got a cast iron reason to go to Bast, I say fuck that fucking lizard bastard. We send this thing back to where it belongs.
Well, he wants us to go to Odesska.
Yeah.
On the and then we get a passage first. But I mean, I guess. See, I know how this kind of stuff works with the old Shady Shade, and well, basically they'll put our name and our likenesses out there as marked if we screw.
They're going to put a bounty on us. That's what you mean. They're going to put a bounty on us.
They might. I mean, I would have normally said they might, but looking at this thing.
As you point towards it, you can see it's on the papers, huddled in a little ball. Its eyes are now closed, and it's.
Pick it up and start cradling it. Shh. This guy seems pretty valuable, so yeah, probably more like a bounty, and a rather large one.
Yeah. But at the same time, I get the feeling they don't want to know anyone knowing that they've got this thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a.
Has its tentacles done anything while it's been doing any of these images? Are they? Because I know you said they were coloured on the tip.
Oh, you mean what does it draw with?
No, because it draws with its hands.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Was there any when it does this? Is there a sort of reaction it gives off?
So the only thing that you remember noticing is that when it was drawing and the energy on the very tips of the tendrils, they were just glowing very light bright white.
Okay.
Right, so what are we thinking? Do we go to Odesska or do you not go? Or do we go
find a
and
lot
then
of respect.
we
you
scope it
guys.
out and then figure out something else?
I do need to get to Bast.
I mean, we could find another way there. We don't have to go via Odesska.
Get the map out. Let's see if there's anywhere else on the way.
There might not be anywhere else on the way, but we can just have a bit of an adventure around on our way there.
Yeah, because we laid the map out between us all on the floor.
I
just start.
I say we should find somewhere else because I don't particularly want to go anywhere near the city where they want this thing. Like, we're way better off avoiding it altogether.
Yeah. We'll go away from Odesska. We'll take the scenic route to Bast.
Yeah. No more deserts, please.
Yeah, no, let's find a bit.
Got a feeling that Bast is actually nowhere near the city on the map, is it?
No, it's not. Bast is
It's quite far away from it,
Yeah, it's
Way
so Bast is
long way.
It's a long way. Yeah, you're right. It's a long way.
Travelling across the land is not the best of ideas in this place.
You're gonna have to travel through
Some sort of
tall
seaport.
oaks, tall trees. You're gonna have to travel. Yeah, it's gonna be a long trek.
While we're on our way, we can figure out where this little one comes from and figure out a way to send her back.
Well, another thing is, it being a child, maybe the reason we can't communicate is it doesn't know language.
Yeah.
We could teach it to speak.
You can try.
Or we could just learn how to interpret its.
I try my first thing. I have tea in my hand. I gesture to it. And I say,
Tea.
tea.
Sleep.
Still sleeping.
Oh.
Wake up, tea!
And it does. Sweet Jesus. It does nothing. So it's asleep.
Yeah, it's asleep.
Does it sleep?
Oh, it's only a little bit smaller than me.
Sounds strange.
So I'm just like-
Does it sleep how we'd
It sleeps now. It's
Imagine-
huddled up in like a little ball.
like sort of curls its tendrils around?
Its little tentacles have like covered its eyes.
Probably.
Does it sort of sleep as a humanoid would, or does it sleep more like a creature?
Like a little cat.
Yeah, more like a cat.
Or curled up.
Like curled up
Yeah.
into a ball.
Like animal.
And it's like white,
Yes.
but not opaque. So it's like white colour, so you can't. It's not like you can see veins.
No, you can't see anything. It's just pure white.
Should we just try and get some sleep ourselves? We'll
Yeah.
try and figure
We've
this out in the
still not
morning.
had a long rest.
No,
It's been
I'm
a
really
long
tired
day.
and I don't like walking around
Maybe
without any magic in me.
Something will come to us over the night. I don't know.
Everybody, get your heads down. I'll just keep us moving, and because we can't stay inside the room, so
No, off the side of the road. We're probably safe we are. Take turns.
what's with the sound striders? Do you bed them down for the night? What's the sort of crack with them?
You don't rest.
I never asked.
You've never,
Oh, we don't even
none of
have
you
feed for them.
ever owned Sandstorm.
Oh God!
Don't have feed for them.
We're gonna have to eat the sand, feed one sand strider to the other.
On the map, where's the closest thing?
Which it is.
Was the next closest thing.
Well, you've got two at the moment.
Right. Why don't we go to the outskirts of Judea, park up a bit, or we can do a bit of a
Send a couple of us in.
record of the city.
There'll be a stables right out
Yeah.
at the edge of the city, hopefully.
We can
That's
work
where
out
you
our next move from there. I mean, we don't have to go
farm.
straight to this. And to be honest, I'm guessing this guy's going to be watching us. If he sees us go into the city, that's fine.
Yeah.
The only thing
It
I was
might buy some
thinking,
dinner time. My guess is if
Didn't
we.
Lizard Man keep insinuating that there's eyes watching everywhere
So
as well?
if
Do
we go
want to
missing
be
now,
anywhere near the city?
That's why.
I think we play along for the time being. And then my guess is we find somebody that might know something about this thing more than we do.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that we're gonna learn way more about this thing when we go to take the picture of the one which is a place we've all never seen, the two pillars building. Because we're probably just gonna find this place somewhere eventually. If it's a magic foresight sort of deal.
Well, we don't know if it is because a lot of the stuff we've seen is from the past.
Well, we don't know that. We could all be going home at some point. Or, or somewhere else at some point.
slight pain of terror runs over my face, seeing as those guys saw home, I saw a graveyard.
I don't know what I saw.
Near death is kind of
Yeah, I was like, yeah, my only suggestion was, as I don't rest like the rest of you, maybe we press on, and then once you've rested, Zeal will swap out with me, and then I can rest.
If you're happy with that.
Sounds like
I don't know much about these sand striders, so maybe it's one of these things where we have to push on while it's night time, while it's not so hot, and then they rest during the day.
I don't know. And then so at least we get to some stables or something, and then we can ask someone there.
Yeah.
What?
So as long as you're all happy with it, I'm happy to press on.
I mean, cities like that have got to have smaller settlements on the outside.
Yeah.
We can go to one of these smaller settlements, kind of get a gist of what's going on around, and work out what we're going to do from there.
Well, I'm happy if you guys are.
I think it's our only option for now.
Yeah. Go back out, say hi to the sand striders, be like, not a lie. Came into this a little lump of Yes, Cal, thank you for that. So I'll just get up, and then I guess they sort of like limp themselves or like stand up, because I guess they were crows.
Yeah.
And then just pull back on the track and just slowly move forward.
Yeah, they kind of lay on their
Put
sides.
the cups away! Put the cups away!
Spill my tea!
And they get back up
Yeah.
and hit the reins, and the wagon begins to move again. And you begin to head out into the night as each of you begins to hunker down.
Yeah, try and make a makeshift bread out of the stuff
those
that we've
lovely
stolen,
silk
the paint bellies and stuff.
I have cocooned myself in fine linen.
Not knowing what's ahead, what might be resting in Judizra for you,
But you do know this feels like the start of your adventure. And that's where we'll hold it.
Nice. Awesome.
Right, now we've got to make a plushie of it.
Yeah.
You realise that you don't have to like provide us with a drawing of it within the week.
Yeah, well,
Otherwise, I'm going to keep
by
it
that
secret.
this time, I'm hoping we've got
Maybe
some
you
fans out there
fans
who want
could
to
do
draw
some
these
fan
things.
art of it. We would love to see. Post it on our Twitter page that may exist.
May or may not exist.
There will be a link below if there is one.
Absolutely terrified us with the rendition of the mother.
Wow.
Yeah. That celebration went so.
Man, what was that for dancing about in the town with all the people telling me how I was
mean,
playing?
So
You were in there with that barmaid.
Oh yeah.
rinse that magistrate's
Big dip
house
over.
for everything.
I thought that's what you were onto.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
definitely going to rinse it, but no.
But then we had to go.
Then we had to go.
Pronto.
Yeah, but now we've got a plot, baby.
And he did say the Water Guild owes us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we can make the Water Guild fight the crime guys, and then we'll just laugh.
Turn
at
all
them
the guilds
both.
against each
Let's
other.
create a civil war. Why not?
Yes.
And then we'll get the Buzzard boys to join in, and they can just shoot them all from orbit, from the sky.
Orbit.
And
So
then
your
we're
plan is
just-
to go to the Buzz Boys. I heard the Water Guild said that your mum's fat.
Yeah, we'll get Squiggles to teleport to that, and we teach them how to teleport us places.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's
Let's try that next session.
Okay. Well,
just a whole lot.
thanks for watching Child Devonity. Join us next time. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.